anything online.
You should make sure to use that for an extra episode.
No.
Or, not extra, whatever it's called. Bonus BS.
Right. Hi.
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 We are
Now you can make
live
fun of that
on-
bitch.
Okay,
Hi.
yeah. Like I said, all of our listeners are idiots.
What?
Whoa.
No.
I kid.
Whoa.
That's not true.
That's
Only most of our listeners are idiots.
That's
Whoa.
not true either.
Also rude.
I kid. Some of our listeners are idiots.
All right.
Well,
I'll
yeah.
accept
I kid. All of
You're
our listeners
not
are
wrong.
idiots.
Statistically speaking.
I tweeted.
I love every single one of our listeners.
I like him like a friend.
Hey, Dead Cells is $14.99. Get it?
Yes, at a good price.
Nice.
Yes.
How much
What?
is that game usually?
20.
$14.99.
Not
I don't get it. What's the $14.99?
Dead Cells.
I noticed that the discount
It's on
on
sale.
Cuphead will never be more than $3.
Are you saying get it like? Oh, I thought you said get it like it's a joke. Like
What?
get it,
No, he's saying
No.
get it like buy
like
it.
purchase it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I already own it.
Spend real world dollars on
I
it.
don't want to. I already own it in 2 places.
Are you right there?
So do I.
Yeah. Do you need a pillow?
You already own it.
Hitman 1 is $12.
Wow.
Fucking buy it, please.
Wow.
It's so good.
I also own
It's
that.
so good. Videos.
Hey,
I'm going to watch one of our videos.
Hi,
In fact,
hi,
I might watch a raw live stream.
Hi, Chuck.
Chuck's gone. Chuck left the live stream.
hey, Chuck's
there.
back.
Hey, Chuck's back.
Oh, hey, you're wearing your shirt.
Hey, buddy.
You got a shirt.
I did. I got a shirt.
Yeah, good job.
Video game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hercules 2.
I have to wear it now because if the movie sucks, I'm not going to wear it.
If the movie... Chuck.
What?
If the movie sucks. What the fuck?
I don't know.
What the...
I do not appreciate your negative attitude.
It's not a negative attitude.
What the...
It's just
Fuck.
conjecture.
I'll conjecture
What
something.
the fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will.
Fucking told you.
You sure did. In my place I was put.
Mm-hmm. In my place I was put.
Oh, God.
Are we all dying? Is it? We all?
I feel great.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
You know, if
you're
you
like,
really think about it
I
in
know,
bigger
yeah,
terms,
we
we're
are.
all dying.
We are.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
But,
Like literally every
I meant
second.
kind of like in the immediate near future. Like just like
So you want a quicker march to the grave, not this slow
yeah,
dirge
a
we're on.
sprint to the grave.
I'm
Yeah.
doing fine.
Okay.
I feel pretty good.
Okay then.
I welcome the embrace of death.
Jesus.
Right now, I wouldn't mind dying.
Well, you'd welcome Jesus too.
No, fuck that guy.
Oh.
Listen. I like Jesus. His fan club is bullshit.
That's, yeah. His fans are really...
His fans are fucking the worst.
I mean,
It's like the Jesus fandom, Doctor Who, anime.
no. Anime.
Jesus fandom, supernatural fandom.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anime.
Yeah.
I think anime is worse than Jesus. Yeah.
Well,
Clip that. Chuck, when you're listening, future Chuck, clip that.
Yeah.
God.
I want that to be my ringtone.
Jesus is just all right with me.
Got to have a friend in Jesus.
Hmm.
Hey, everybody. Look, we got new Coke.
You got new Coke.
yeah.
Well,
Man.
That's because you're a sweet summer child who never had it.
Don't
the first
expose it to
go-around.
oxygen. It'll go bad.
Right.
Oh, wait. That's
wait.
I believe
Coke.
new Coke was available while I was alive, but I don't...
Yeah.
Wait.
It was.
1985.
What year was... Oh, yeah, I was way too... My parents were not letting me have Coke at 3.
No, they weren't
No.
putting it in your bottle.
It was just strictly weed, and that's it.
Yeah, just weed. Yeah.
You weren't being breastfed. New Coke.
No.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
That's super strange.
I mean, the 80s were all
Yeah.
about that.
I'd drink new Coke out of titty.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out. I believe that I am...
You should go in that coketation room at work.
Yeah. Nah, there ain't no Coke coming out of those titties.
Wait, still?
Oh, yeah. Should be breastfeeding that kid till he's 5. Christ almighty.
So you got one of those weirdos, huh?
I don't know. She's a nice person. She's just in there all the time. It's always at lunchtime too. It's like you fucking kidding me? Get out of here.
I want to microwave my fish.
Yeah, with broccoli
Mm-hmm. And then make popcorn.
because that's what some son of a bitch did.
Here's a guy at work. He's my friend, but he reheats broccoli.
He's not your friend.
No, he's a terrible person.
He is not your friend.
You need to tell him.
I need you to understand this. That person is not your friend.
He's young, and I'm trying to teach him the ways of the world.
Mm.
He's
Teach
got a
harder.
good heart.
Teach
I'm
harder.
trying.
Listen, ignorance of the law does not.
Right.
I should put a sign on the microwave that says "No broccoli."
Doesn't have to be racist.
No, I just like saying it like that.
Yeah.
I don't get to say the word crockery enough. I
True.
like that.
Yeah.
So I got to bastardize broccoli
Right.
to broccoli.
Yeah, you gotta
Crockery
cook
is
it
a
in your
pretty good
brock
word.
pot.
Brockpot.
Brockpot.
Ah, boy.
Yep.
Boy.
Here's what I think I should do with this new Coke.
Mm-hmm. Drink it.
Whoa.
Wow. It was like I jumped across the table.
Yeah, that was a bit aggressive.
Yeah. I feel attacked.
Yeah. Fuck you too, sir.
I need a safe space.
No, I should do a blind taste test.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
So we'll blind you first.
right.
yes.
First you blind me. With regular Coke.
We sure can't strike you dumb.
Too
Too late.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Coke.
Your
new Coke.
insults cut deep.
Mexican Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
And sugar. Not sugar free.
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero.
No,
Coke
not
Zero
Coke.
sugar.
Pepsi Free.
Diet
No.
Coke.
Tab.
The
RC Cola.
real sugar Pepsi.
Right.
Taste them all. Pick
Yes.
my favorite. And
Okay.
then find out if my
Pepsi
entire life
Throwback.
has been a lie.
Yes. Throwback Pepsi.
I believe they just call it real sugar Pepsi now.
Yeah, they don't
Oh,
call
they
it
don't call them
throwback.
throwback anymore?
No.
No, it was Mountain Dew still gets the throwback, but it's
Yeah.
Pepsi
Yeah.
real sugar.
And the Dr. Pepper throwback has vanished from stores.
Really?
Yes.
That's a shame. It's pretty good.
So now you have to look for Mexican Dr. Pepper.
Mexipepper.
Peperico.
Pepper Devil Doctor.
El Pepper.
That means the pepper.
Yes.
The pepper.
But yeah, I should. That's what I should do. I should live stream it as well.
You should.
that
Yes,
would
you
be
should
fun.
IRL it.
Yes, I will do it on Twitch IRL.
Right.
Date TBD.
Twitch Earl.
Yeah.
Twitchell.
Did we tell people we were doing this on Tuesday?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I put it on the Patreon and on Twitter and in the Discord.
I think we're just gonna have to go because people are like, I got better things
yeah,
to
it's
do on Tuesday.
just stuff happens on Tuesday.
What
Things-
happens on Tuesday that's more
There's
important than
nothing
us?
happening.
Nothing,
now.
but people just are conditioned not to show up. And the ones that do don't talk.
Well, if those people would ring that bell,
Yeah, get
then
the
they would
notification.
never
Yeah.
get a notification.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, okay,
All right.
great. Oh, you're gonna love this movie. Then.
That's our
Holy
audience.
shit! You're gonna be fucking tripping balls, man.
We're striking right to the core.
Yep, we know our
Oh,
audience.
we should watch the core.
The core's so good.
The Core is not a bad movie.
God damn it, it's so
No,
good.
I just said we should watch the core. I didn't say.
We should just watch it.
I'm just protective of the Core.
Okay. Okay.
The core defender has logged on.
Yeah.
I'm always logged on.
We should also watch The Day After Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Log on, tune in, rock out.
I should watch more Jake Gyllenhaal movies.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's see.
let's light this candle.
Donnie Darko, the core, or not the Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah. Nightcrawler.
I never saw Nightcrawler.
You should see Nightcrawler.
I've seen Brokeback Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen Spider-Man's
Right.
and Jarhead. I think I saw Jarhead.
Okay, great. There's like 6 Jarheads now.
Oh, I only saw Jarhead the first.
Okay. Yeah, they all star The Miz or something.
Oh, the Miz. That guy from the real world.
Mike the Miz
Yeah.
Mizanin.
Yeah. Him.
I remember him.
Oh, well, let's do this movie thing.
Right, let's do the movie thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Before my colon explodes.
All right, welcome to the BMFcast.
Hey,
Hey!
BMFcast. Hey.
BMFcast.
Hey.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck. What do I usually say right here? God damn it. This movie broke me. Do I just?
Hey, welcome
Welcome to the BMFcast. Episode 475.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
Seriously, I just went brain dead. I'm sorry. Let's do this again.
475 sex episodes.
That wasn't a good intro.
475.
Yeah.
Blaze it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nintendo.
All right, welcome to the BMFcast.
Hey,
BMFcast.
BMFcast number one.
That's all right.
Episode
All right.
475.
Wow.
Man, those numbers
Wow.
keep getting bigger
Many-
every week.
That's a
How does it
milestone.
work?
I don't know, math.
Weird.
Yeah. So I'm Harlow.
I'm Mackie.
I'm BJ.
I'm Chuck.
And what we do each and every episode of this here BMFcast is
Yeah.
we go and we watch ourselves a quote-unquote bad movie.
We do.
Come in here and talk about it for the first half. Then they get ratings. Good bad movies, enjoyable bad movies. They get 1 to 5 jocks and robot jocks.
Yes.
It's a good movie.
That's our favorite.
Pretty fucking sweet.
It's a 5 joxer.
Oh, but hold up.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh,
However, bad movies doesn't stay away. They get a negative sliding scale, 1 to 5 bags and giant bags of trash.
Oh.
Ew.
no thanks.
Yep.
Slimy refuse.
We don't want those movies.
We don't. So yeah, we're celebrating Freedom Month, which means there's no theme. We're just watching some movies,
We sure are.
which is what we used to just do all the time.
I know.
Yeah, and then we dreamed up theme months, and it went off the rails from there.
We're taking a break from
Yeah.
theme months for a while.
Yeah.
For a month.
But yeah, we're doing a sequel to a movie we did a spell ago.
About a year ago.
Yeah. Hercules 2 from 1985, also known as The Adventures of Hercules or The Adventures of Hercules 2. So it's
Or like 9 other names.
it's got Lou Ferrigno. It's that Hercules
It's
sequel.
the second Hercules movie
Yeah.
from Canon.
Yeah.
Our friends at Canon.
They're our friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want a plot summary or?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Yes. Yes.
It's a quick-
Summarize this one.
So quick. The Hercules searches for the 7 thunderbolts of Zeus, which have been stolen by renegade gods.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I guess that's what
That's
happens.
pretty much what happens. Yeah, and then there's lots of laser punching.
Yes.
Yeah, there is.
But yeah, we have some BMFcast alumnus in this.
Yeah,
We
this
do.
is kind of mostly the last one.
yeah.
It's like everyone kind of hung around set,
yeah.
or they actually got footage of them hanging around set and then made it into a second movie. Same director, Luigi Cozzi of Star Crash and Hercules, the first.
Right.
And also sort of the Sinbad movie.
Kind of.
Uncredited.
Yes.
Uncredited director of
Yes.
Sinbad of the Seven Seas. Lou Ferrigno.
Oh.
Oh,
You
hey.
may
he's
have
in
heard
this.
of him.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Hercules.
Oh.
He was also in Sinbad of the Seven Seas.
Yeah.
He was also in Liberty and Bash.
Man, what the fuck? That movie.
Yeah, that's that movie about abortion.
Right.
What?
Buddy cop movie about
What?
abortion.
What?
That was a good time.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, it also stars Carla Ferrigno
Yeah.
of Black Roses.
Right.
Put
She
that-
wasn't Carla Ferrigno in this movie.
Oh, I was going to
She
say, is that his wife or,
Yeah.
or future wife?
Yeah, he took her.
Which
as
one
his
was
wife.
this? Which character?
Athena.
Yes.
Okay,
So I have no idea.
sure. And William Berger from Hercules.
Yeah.
He was the bad guy in Hercules.
Yes, he died at the end of the first Hercules.
Surprise! Spoiler alert. He's back.
The gods are good at resurrection, apparently.
They must
Yeah.
be crazy.
You know what else is back?
Lou Ferrigno?
Footage from the first film.
Yeah.
True.
Because someone saw Superman and said, do those credits, and put all the footage in the...
Yeah, the 20-minute opening sequence
Yeah.
is basically footage from the first movie.
Everything
in between
except the
actor credits.
bear. They didn't show him throw the bear into space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a shame.
That was an Ursa Major oversight.
Yeah. It was.
God damn it.
Yeah, so...
They explain the story of how he has mighty thunderbolts
Yeah.
that kept the world in order or something.
Gave him the
Basically.
power to keep the world in
Yeah.
order.
Yeah.
The movie will explain to you plenty that, like, the moon is going to crash into the Earth because...
Moon crash.
Yeah. Because he doesn't have his thunderbolts, and he's like, well, fuck, I
Yeah.
can't do anything.
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
I'm just fucking
I'm
God.
the
over
god
here.
There's 7 of them.
thunder, and if I don't have any thunder, then I'm just a dick.
Zeus is 7
Zeus's
thunderbolt.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, the moon's going to crash into the Earth, and there's a kingdom of ladies, but we only ever see 2 ladies.
3. One gets sacrificed.
Yeah, one gets sacrificed to the weird lightning monster.
I feel like there was a third one that just fucked off to somewhere.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, like, or a fourth one, I guess it'd be. Because, yeah, it opens with a lady being dragged to sacrifice.
Yeah.
And then this fire laser monster comes out and
Well, there's
melts
a
her.
hype man for the
There
fire
is.
laser monster who is just wearing a red frilly. He's like a ginger Ric Flair. He's got like red feathered robe and a red wig, and his face is painted red, and he's just like, "Oh, lightning monster, come meet this lady."
And she's like, normally, I mean, obviously, you're being sacrificed to a fire monster thing. You're going to scream, but man, these ladies are like, no,
Yeah.
no, do
Yeah.
not want.
I don't
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, don't want. And then he's just like, but it's an honor.
Yeah.
It's an honor to be eaten by the fire monster.
Yeah.
You should be proud.
The rest of your ladies will be fine for a day until we have to sacrifice another one.
all the rest of them.
Right. Yeah, but this lightning monster finally shows up and just like it puts on a show for nobody. He's just like this drawn, this hand animated thing shows up and is just like prancing around and not really doing anything, and finally goes over to this lady and swipes at her, and she's
and
dead.
then we cut back and we see that she's like all melted now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but then the lady who witnessed this rides back to this other lady and
it's like,
and she's like, "Man, they got another one of us."
I don't know about this shit.
Yeah, and she's like, "You shouldn't have gone. You're the chosen one. You have the sight." Which this never really comes up in any meaningful way, but she's just like, "You have the power to see things and be ill-prepared to actually stop any of them."
Yeah, she's like, well, let me go consort with the little people.
Yeah, I'm
They'll
gonna go
tell us
talk
what
to
do.
the little people.
Man, they talk about going to the little people a lot.
Yes, and it's never what you want, because instead she just goes to like this red painted Stonehenge thing, and out of the fire. Okay, so this needs to be said as well. Most of the effects in this movie were shot on video and integrated into the film, which looks fucking terrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just trash, just garbage.
Well, it's
Yeah.
it's real strange to be a follow up to the other movie where everything's like robo mythology.
yeah.
Like everything else was like they got some connects.
Yeah.
Those Lego
Yes.
connects
Yes.
and made some monsters, and we're like, yeah, look
Check
at
out my
this.
laser horse.
Check out this laser hydra and
Yeah.
all this stuff, and it's like
Ninja
this
goes.
time it's just like everything's rotoscoped and weird.
Yeah, and like all the video effects are like off of Solid Gold or one of those Dance Fevers or one of those terrible shows. It's just
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
yeah,
You mean the best shows? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But they're all sparkly and
Yeah.
involve a lot of wipes.
they do.
But yeah, they go to the little people, and what it actually is this sort of video fire that this one person who is doubled, so it appears that it's two people. It just
Yeah.
out of a fire that just says stuff.
Yeah, it's basically like a pixie oracle.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, you need Hercules.
Yeah.
And she's like, but it's been thousands of years or something, and Hercules, he's not here. And
Yeah.
they're like, don't worry, the movie's called Hercules.
Yeah.
We'll go.
He's gonna show up.
Yeah, he's coming. Oh Lord, he's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And then it's like back
This
to
is
the gods.
the first of a lot of the gods just going, all right, thing happens now.
yeah, because like Zeus is back, and it's the same Zeus from the first movie, whoever that guy is.
It's Zeus.
Yeah, and he's just like, well, I guess they need Hercules, so let me just summon him out of vapor or wherever the hell he is.
Well, he's posing in space.
Yeah,
They're-
yeah.
He's like
He's standing on the
Hercules.
lazy Susan, just like,
Yeah.
and they're rotating him around. And
They're like Hercules, hey, you're needed on Earth, and he's like, oh, I was flexing,
Yeah.
mad flexing in space, and then so he just
they turn him into a blue spermy thing.
they
and-
all move around like the muses and Xanadu, like they just turn to like lasers and go pew and like appear somewhere, and
Yeah.
the gods travel that way too.
Yeah, but yeah, he eventually lands on Earth with a horse,
Oh yeah,
and is immediately attacked by some Chewbacca monster.
Yeah,
It's
like,
some guy like in a really muddy ghillie suit with a wolf mask or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty awful.
And the stunt coordinator of this film is just like, all right, dudes are going to jump off trampolines a lot.
Yeah.
and flip over Hercules. And
Yeah.
stuff.
So there's a lot of flipping and jumping and Hercules punching them. And
Yeah, but generally it's like everything he fights, it's just like they flip around, he punches them, they flip back a couple times, and then like fourth punch, they're like, dead.
yeah, because this thing gets punched to death and then just turns into a lightning bolt.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be an easy quest.
Yeah, and Hercules is like, oh, well, here, all right, here's
Sweet,
the first one.
lightning bolt.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
And then
'Cause this
they always
is
come back to the
basically-
gods and like, Hercules has found the first thunderbolt.
Yeah, the movie's a boss rush.
That it's just go here, do thing. And the weird thing about it is that for the most part, I mean, like Hercules is strong and does a lot of punching things to death, but he's basically handed most of these things on a platter. It's basically someone warps him to the place he needs to be, and then someone else does a thing that weakens the thing, and then he just punches it to death, and then there's the lightning bolt.
Yeah, it's season 6 of Game of Thrones.
Kind of, yeah. They just
Speed travel.
they just warp all around, and it's just like, well, we need to go over here, and he meets up with the ladies, and they're like, hey, you're here to save us, and he's like, that's right, I'm
Well,
Hercules.
yeah, he
Yeah,
comes
the ones
across
from the beginning.
He comes across the beach, and there's like, obviously a battle has happened, and then just like out of nowhere, one of the ladies like, hey, oh man, Hercules, Indexia or whatever her name is, Glossaria. Yeah, Table of Contentia is over here, and
Yes.
she's been taken by the muck people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Footnotes.
What's her name?
Yeah,
Urethra?
Yeah.
Is that her?
yeah,
Urania and
Urania.
Glaucia.
Glossaria.
Glaucia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the two
Yeah.
ladies, and they're like,
Show your workia. Yeah. Cite your sources.
note cards.
Wikipedia.
Cliff's Notesia. Yeah. Didn't read the whole book yet.
Rough draft. Yeah.
MLA Formatius.
Lorem ipsum. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
So
But
yeah.
yeah, she's been taken by the muck people, so
Yeah.
she has to go punch the muck people for a while.
Yeah, 'cause she's like, they went to the unholy mouth of stone. We have to go over there. And it's just this giant gaping mouth of stone in a mountain. And so they fight the slime monsters for a while, and Hercules punches them all to death. And then he's like, there's 3 of them left, and he's like, come on, ladies, let's run into this cave.
Yeah.
And the slime monsters immediately are like, oh no,
Nuh-uh.
you shouldn't have gone in there.
Don't go in that cave.
Yeah. So they go in there, and there's a lady in there.
There's a lady and there's a bunch of people doing stage freeze, and they're kind of stony colored, except they have just like it's really bad makeup, but
Yeah.
they're just all stony, just, I'm
And
frozen.
Hercules is like, their eyes are very realistic.
Yeah, if we didn't mention it, just like the first movie, like
Everybody's dubbed.
well, especially especially Lou Ferrigno's dubbed. I mean,
Yeah.
most definitely because it's like
Yes.
they just gave him kind of like the portents, I shall go thee. Yeah,
That
like,
boulder is too large. Perhaps I could lift a smaller one.
yeah.
With the legs, Hercules, the legs.
But yeah, so he just I don't know.
They go into this cave.
Well,
and
he has moments where like he's supposed to be smart, and then he'll say the dumbest thing.
Sure.
It's just it's kind of funny because like he's acting like, oh, I'm onto your ruse, and that all this stuff, and
Well, he sends the ladies away.
yeah, well,
She takes them to the back of the cave.
yeah, like
the opposite of the
and
mouth.
she's like, I have taken you through the Forbidden Forest, so because you didn't want to go there, so. He's like, all right, you go there, and I know what I got to do. Like,
It's like something's up.
She's secretly a Gorgon, obviously.
Obviously.
So she turned the people to stone, and I will fight her.
Right.
And then it just straight up becomes the like near shot for shot, except for extremely crappy everything remake of Clash of the Titans, the Medusa scene.
The
Like, he
stop
finds-
motion stuff is okay for something that sucks.
But it's it's the exact. He finds the shiny
Yeah.
shield. He
Yep.
sets it up, waits
Yep.
for her to appear, and then just like blindly swings around and cuts her head off. And
Yeah.
then it's like, wow, you just directly ripped it off,
Yep.
like shot for shot.
Yeah, and without any kind of build up or skill of any kind, it's just like, well, I'll put this sword here, and then you all have seen Clash of the Titans, right? Okay, and done.
Yeah, and of course she's a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So that's 2 out of 7.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, what does he get?
They walk like 5 feet, and there's like glowing, just monsters that glow.
Oh yeah, the laser people.
They're just glowing green things. They come out of a mountainside or something, and he punches them all to death. And then
Well, they're part of the. They're a trap from the Gorgon lady.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's part of that scene.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Also,
like, surprise! Look at my glowing cave monsters.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. But periodically, like, one of the 2 ladies will just be like, "I've got to go talk to the little people again, or consult the Oracle of Death," or she'll just periodically wander off, take some drugs, and have a flight of fancy.
Yeah.
It's really fucking weird.
But, so-
I think this is the next one where they're like, we've got to go to under the sea.
Well, so the renegade gods have decided that they need the power of the dead dude from the first film for some reason.
minus
Yeah, Minos. So they lure this one dude.
Masominos.
There's like, hey, we got this guy, Garrus or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, he's cruel and evil,
Yeah.
and he wants to be a god.
He's gonna be he's gonna be the greatest demigod. This is great. So
where he wants to be.
yeah, so they lure him over to where the bones of Minos are, and he's just like, he's dead. There's nothing I could do about it. And she's like, there's one thing you could do about it. Die. Pew pew. And she just hangs him upside down over this skeleton and is like, your blood will feed the rebirth of Minos. And we watched him just drip blood on this thing for a little while. And
I will say, I mean, for a low budget movie, the skeleton to guy,
It's a pretty good.
it's a
skeleton.
pretty good
Yeah,
like
it's not bad.
transition thing.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Amazing
it's,
that they had to wait 30 years, of
Yeah.
watching that skeleton decompose to do it in reverse.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I mean, it's just
Skill,
I've
man.
seen those
The
like where
canon
they
guys were
where they
really-
go from it's like straight skeleton to guy with a slow
sure.
fade, but this was like they had like 3 or 4 different dummies they slow filmed.
Yep.
Transitional.
And
So-
eventually it's just that old dude from the first one who just pops his head out of the coffin and is like, yeah, what?
hey,
Who
Hey,
summons me?
I was dead there. Now I'm not. Wow. Okay. Take me to do stuff. I won't be a factor in most of this movie.
And he's not.
No.
no, because he immediately sets off like some other goal.
Well, he goes back
Thanks
to
for
see
the res.
he goes back to see the weird like elven lady god from the first
Yeah,
movie.
the
that he
lady
was-
with a codpiece for some reason.
Yeah.
Daedalus.
Yeah.
yeah,
And she's just like, okay, here's an ice sword.
yeah.
This sword's been since the dawn of time.
Yeah,
Here-
You can only use it once.
right.
Except you're going to use it all the time.
Yeah. And so his thing is basically like he lures in, is it Flora?
Sure, yeah, Flora.
Yeah.
And it's just like you're ice now.
Yeah.
Ha-ha.
Zap.
Yeah.
And then he's like, haha, I have extra power or something. I don't know.
We don't know.
It's who the fuck knows? He's
I
the
don't-
bad guy and he has vague powers. Yeah, so then they go under the sea.
Yep. Yeah, because she goes to talk to the little people, and they're like, "Here, take this edible, and you can get some gills."
Yeah, Hercules
It's
is just
gilly
so
weed.
he's so confident that he can't fight the lightning monster because it'll burn him to death. And he's like, well, I can't do that unless I have some sort of special power. And they're
A balm.
Yeah, and she's like, I'll take care of it. I'll go talk to the little people. So she does.
Yeah, they got to get some water droplets from the river Styx that are in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
A
And-
balm brewed from 3 droplets of water from the river Styx is the only thing that will give you temporary protection from the fires of the lightning monster. Wait.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
So,
That.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah. So they go talk to the 3 not so little titty mermaids, and
Who live in
Well,
a seahorse
they go-
under the sea.
they go to the
who lives in a seahorse under the sea?
they go to another
Big
temple
titty
of the little
mermaids.
people,
Yes.
Yeah.
and they get a couple gold spray painted leaves
Right, yeah.
to eat so that they can be
Yeah, they get gillyweed.
lightninged
Yes.
into
Protective bubbles that
protective
take them-
bubbles under the sea.
Yeah. And then they go to the underground seahorse castle
Yeah, which is pretty rad.
where the 3 mermaid women live, although
Yep.
one has legs.
Well,
And she just talks telepathically, and they draw these weird, like,
Yeah, so they don't,
Aquaman lines on the screen.
so they don't have to pay her
Yes.
as much.
At all.
we're paying you to look good, not to talk. Ah.
And, like, one of the 3 just has, like, seashell pasties on her
Yeah.
boobs.
Well, she's just got one titty out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got a seashell paste.
Yeah. She's my favorite.
Yeah, she's the best.
She definitely got her SAG card.
Aw. Her,
I mean, eventually, obviously.
Maybe today. I don't know, ma'am. No judging. Yeah, so they do that, and then it's like, okay, fine, now you have the power of the mermaids or whatever.
Yeah, they're just like, here's the flask later, and then they boop, right back to the beach. And
Yeah,
then,
they go back, and they're like, where's the other lady?
And they dust off a shield, and they're like, I recognize that shield. Oh, shit, she's being sacrificed. Yeah, so, well, they couldn't have gone far, except that it's night, and they just, of course, she's tied up to the
Same...
the parking bollard from,
Yeah.
the front of every target, and she's just screaming her damn head off again, just like, I don't want to go, gods damn it, like.
She's really monologuing throughout this whole thing of just like, I don't like this. Like,
Yeah.
no, this is not appropriate. I really
do
don't
not
care for
want.
this. No.
Yeah.
Hercules shows up.
Yeah,
and
it's just like, hey, Hercules here.
yeah,
let's fight.
Come
Fire
at me,
Monster.
Lightning Monster, and Lightning Monster is
They
like,
they
"Wah."
never show him do anything with the stuff. I don't know if he drank it on the way there,
No.
or put it on, or
He just has
It
it.
was a balm. You had to apply it.
sure.
They missed the opportunity to get Hercules rubbing balm all over his chesticles.
Everyone in this film oils up between scenes because
Yeah.
like there will suddenly be a moment where you're just like, oh, y'all are glistening for some reason, but not this moment. It's just
Oh, he just shows up and is like, hey, Fire Monster, fight me.
yeah,
And
and it does, which
Debate
basically
me.
means just it surrounds him, and then he has to wiggle around a little bit and then fling it off like an imaginary basketball.
I would like to see this scene without the rotoscoped effects,
Yeah.
just to watch Lou Ferrigno like pantomiming fighting this thing.
Yeah.
Because it will just turn into a ball, fly at him, and then he punches it. And again, like after the fourth punch, it's just like, fuck, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
It turns into a lightning bolt.
Yep. Yeah, so he's got 4 of them now.
Yeah, and, well, like, and they even make a point. They're like, "Hey, us, the clan, the sacrificial ladies, we're safe now. So hooray!" And he's like, "Well, hold up a second. We only we're not all the way there yet. We need more thunderbolts."
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, there's only 2 of you left anyway, so whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then I don't know. Is this when she goes to see the Oracle of Dead and trips fucking balls?
Yes.
Yeah,
She's
'cause,
like, okay, the little people are no longer answering my call.
Yeah.
I have to go to the
Going
Oracle
straight to
of Death
voicemail. Yeah.
and find out what's up. So she goes to like this skull desk, and the skull is just like, "Hey, you should hold my goblet and tell me what you're thinking about."
Yeah, it's like, drink
You
this
up?
magic juice.
Yeah, and this lady trips balls because she goes
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, because she's like, "I want to see the little people." And he's like, "Drink my juice, and you shall see." So yeah, she just ascends into space and has new clothes and just fucking trips balls.
Yeah.
Yep, I this is the part that I was like, I don't know what's happening, but all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then eventually she sees the trip ball versions of the little people.
Well,
Yeah,
but
but-
the thing's basically like, you know what your purpose is in all this, right? You got to die. And
Yeah.
she's like, no, I don't want to die. And then wakes up like goblet's falling over, and she's like, oh, fuck, bad
Oh,
trip, man.
wow.
I
Yeah.
should have brought Hercules as my trip master here.
Yeah.
Spirit
She does,
guide.
but she does get up with the whole like, man, I'm never
Yeah.
drinking again.
Yeah.
Look.
Just, wow. Last time.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Hercules and the other lady have just started wandering around
Yeah.
because they're like, well, she's not going to be back for a while, so let's find something to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they run into the Amazon territory, I guess.
Oh, this is where they were waiting. They were waiting outside that temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like,
Yeah,
So
the
the
Amazons-
Amazons just showed
the
up.
Amazon women
All
are
right.
like, they keep popping up from behind things, like, and it's like, what is that? And
And it's not even Hercules, like the badass warrior of warriors. She's the one who's like draws a knife, like, what was that? And he's like, huh? But I just wanted to point out one thing. There's a point. I believe it's when the not Medusa, the Gorgon lady, is monologuing what's about to happen, and she just goes on this whole thing about like the lightning bolts are gone, and the universe is in chaos, and the moon is going to collide with the Earth, and then she's like, "You're into the Earth," and he's just like, "Moon." But it's just, that's what I'm saying. It's like he has these moments where it's like, "I know everything. I am Hercules. I'm
Yeah.
smart," and then he'll just go like, "Did she say moon?
Yeah.
Moon hit Earth? No."
yeah, because when they found
M-O-O-N, that spells Hercules.
when they find the shield on the beach, like she dusts it off, and he's like, "That's a shield."
Yeah, he does.
It's like, no fucking shit, you stupid ass man.
I know words.
I Ferrig know things.
But yeah, so they fight the Amazons. Hercules punches them all to death because, of course, he does.
But they take him to. No, he doesn't though, because they drag him to the spider lady.
Oh no,
The
they
spider
get him with a net.
Yeah, they drop a net on him.
A
Yeah.
net.
Yes,
The
Hercules'
Amazon.
one weakness. Nets.
A net.
Yeah, they were on a beach, so they had a net.
But they drop this electrified net on him, and he just goes right to sleep. And they, I don't know, they conk the other lady on the head or whatever. And they go into the Amazon lady palace where they're like, okay, now the spider lady must mate with Hercules or whatever. So, and they're in a cave with a giant spider stone statue above them. And they're just like, all right, now we must summon the spider lady. And it's literally a nanosecond of just like, boo, whip. And it's just like, hello, I'm here. I'm the spider lady. What's going on?
No, like Hercules over there. She's like, I got this.
Yeah.
You all can leave.
Y'all can leave. And they just take their sweet ass time leaving. And then she walks over to Hercules. And so he's in like this rope spider web that's maybe half a foot off the ground. and she cuts it, and he hits the ground and acts like he has just been shot, like just like, oh God.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just
Nets in the ground. Hercules is 2 weakness.
so
Yeah.
she just kind of moves in for the kill, and
Yeah.
Hercules is just like,
Well, meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
whatever the girl's name is.
oh right, she gives him the power of goodness,
Eurydice or whatever her name is.
Eurydice.
yeah,
Euripides.
Urinalysis.
The other lady has found her and said, "Hey, the Amazons, they conked me over the head, but they got Hercules.
Yeah.
And you need to save him. Or we need to save him." Well, she's actually like, "No, we can't save him. He's fucking done.
Yeah,
We're screwed."
That's it.
Yeah.
And
Well, she's like, oh, if only he knows just to kill her and not fall for her Spider Woman ways.
Mm-hmm.
And
but then she just waves her arms and goes, "Hercules, have the power to wake up and kill her."
Right.
yeah, she's
'Cause-
Sparkle. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't believe your. Fuck.
What?
Never mind.
That's fine.
You want to try that again?
I said I'm questioning your commitment to Sparkle Motion.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
My mouth didn't want to work.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
But she just kind of waves her arms and says, "Okay, Hercules." And so he wakes up as Spider Lady's about to stab him to death and just strangles her to death.
He does quite gleefully.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's standing over her, like, yeah, I just murdered her.
Yeah.
Woo!
You died.
And then she turns into a hideous spider thing, and he's like, see, that's why I was happy.
Yeah. Because
And then she just like goes and turns into another lightning bolt.
yeah, she turns into like a weird slug, and then turns into goo.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, you're right. I didn't sleep with you."
Yep.
Anyway.
But he has another bolt now.
Yep.
Yep.
At this point, like, I think there's another meeting of the gods where, like, dude, he's got 5 out of 7. Like, what the fuck? Like, the evil gods, the ones that are turning, and they're like, where the
Yeah.
fuck is this Minos guy?
Yeah.
And then he just kind of shows up and is like, oh, no, he's already
Hello.
shown back up and killed Fauna,
Flora. He's killed
yeah.
Flora, so he has superpowers now.
Right.
And so the other gods like go, and he shows up in the cave with them, and 2 of them are like, "Nah, we're leaving."
Poseidon is like such a like
He's
first
a pussy.
First off, he's wearing Zephyrin Cochrane's hat from the Star Trek movie.
He is,
So it just that does not make you look like a tough guy.
Nope.
And then he's just like, "Hey, Athena, you want to get the fuck out of here?" And they start to run, and then he's just like, "Lightning bolt," and they get toasted.
Yeah.
And it's like, "Hey, Hera, what's up?" And she's like, "All right, well, I'm not gonna run."
She just kind of stands there, and
Yeah.
he kind of fires around her, and whatever.
Well, and then he demands to know where the last thunderbolt is. And
Yeah.
she's like, "I'll never tell you."
Right.
He's like, "Oh, I can wait."
Yeah, I guess it was down because he got one other one. Oh, yeah,
They go to the weird disco room. They go to the
one of them was they went through the land of the dead where he fought like the white knight
yeah.
from Monty Python.
oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
he
scene
fought
happens
for
so
3
fast.
seconds.
He
Yeah.
fought Tartarus.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes, it's in gingivitis.
God damn it! That scene, that guy shows up, and you're like, "All right, let's fucking do this."
Well, because he's got a laser trident.
yes,
And he's like got full on like medieval armor thing that's glowing and stuff. And
yeah. And Hercules just picks him up and pushes him through a spear in a tree.
Yep.
Like 2 seconds later, you're like, "What the fuck?"
Hercules did prance around a tree, though.
He did, yeah.
did. He's
There
like,
was some of that.
Can't see me.
Yeah. So they go up to this. They climb this staircase to this room, which is just like, I don't know. It looks like a cloud with a trunk in the corner and weird lightning on the wall, and then it's a mirror above that, so it's all reflected. And they
But
just
also
look
it's got
over
a
at the weird.
checkerboard floor.
Yeah, and they look over the weird like trunk that's in the room, and it's just like, oh, here's a lightning bolt. Sweet. Okay, that's the 6th one. Here you go, Zeus. And then like Minos just shows up. He just comes upstairs and is just like, well, welcome to my dance attic.
Yeah. The last 15, maybe 20 minutes of this movie is just fucking weird because like Hercules is like not in it.
Well, so I mean, like
Barely
he
in-
gets knocked out in this scene somehow.
Minos throws a
He
light
just zaps
sphere
him.
at his
Yeah.
face, yeah.
He just throws like a light ball at his face.
Yeah,
And he's
it's
like,
like-
"Ugh."
Right.
And
Suck on
that's
that,
it.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Long story short, basically,
Sure.
too late. But eventually, Hera steps in and like grabs what's her face, which is she the Glossaria or whatever her
Urinal.
name is?
Urinal.
Urinal.
No, it is discovered that Glossolalia is...
Well, yeah, she's like a traitor.
She has been working for the enemy
Yeah.
since the beach scene
Yeah,
where they went into the ocean.
Yeah, she died way back in a scene that we didn't see.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And Hercules acts like, oh yes, I remember.
Right.
So
well, no, he's because she. Okay, so King Minos is like, hey, I have been Poseidon to suck the life force from Glossolalia, and in return, I use science to make a better one. I programmed her specifically to be exactly how she is, but evil.
until this moment.
And she's been working for us the entire time. So ha ha ha, I have done a fool on you.
Does he do spirit fingers the entire time? Yeah.
Yes, he does.
pretty much.
For those not watching the live stream, I'm doing spirit fingers while I talk like this.
And he tells her to just like, all
He's
right,
like,
you're
okay,
done.
you're done. Kill yourself.
And you think it's going to be a scene where she's like, no, I want to live.
I
But
am
no,
the real-
she
yeah.
just
No,
fucking
she
stabs
just
herself.
Stabs herself.
Yeah.
And then
I do like her friend's reaction to all this. She's just like,
Damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Hera,
then
Hera basically pulls
Hera-
urethra along and is like, says like,
And ouch.
don't tug on the urethra.
it's just like, you know what? Like, spoilers, you're my daughter. I
Yeah.
made you out of like love and shit and
Yeah.
light.
Love and light.
And yeah, I hit
got
the
the
last
lightning in your heart.
Yeah, I hit the last lightning bolt in your titties. So you know,
Well,
her bosom, please.
okay.
heart. In her heart. She says, I know where the last lightning bolt is. It's in my heart, which is suspiciously close to titties. But
Right.
Suspiciously.
But she's like, oh yeah, they told me this when I was tripping balls that I gotta die. So fuck, do what you gotta do. Give me the kiss of death.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she kisses her on the forehead and just, man, mom lets her just drop.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's kind of got her in a tender embrace.
Yeah.
She's like on the forehead, and it's just like, all right, later.
Yep.
And yeah, she just falls to the ground, and then it just turns into a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
And they're like, we have all the lightning bolts.
But
Ti-
there has to be a final battle.
Yeah, Zeus is like, I bestow my restored power to Hercules.
grow, Hercules.
Yeah, recreate the growing scene from
No.
the last movie.
No. The
Oh.
growing stuff is after the fight.
Oh,
So he's got to fight.
Oh, that's
right,
right. There's
yeah.
one more.
He gives him
Minos fight.
a magic shield. He's like, here, take this shield. It'll do
No.
stuff.
yeah. He had a
Athena
magic.
gives him that.
Yeah,
I think.
believe
It's
that's
like,
Athena's shield.
Here,
Okay.
take this. Everybody does spirit
Yeah,
fingers.
spirit fingers.
Here, take this shield.
Yeah.
It's the same one that will reflect the power. It will
Yep.
protect you from Minos. And Minos goes, "Oh yeah, you got a shield, you motherfucker."
He's like, well, I have cartoon knights, and they will fight you.
First, he has 45 cartoon projectiles.
Yes.
Then he's like, well, try on this fuckface.
Is he Skeletor now?
He's always been Skeletor.
He's got like a ball on a string that he whips
yeah.
around a few times and throws at him. Catch this.
I saw this in Star Tropics. Get fucked. So
Yeah.
after that, after 45,
Then eventually
Cartoon
someone's
strikes.
like, hey, maybe you want a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, no, I think he summons the.
Well, Zeus
He
is like,
summons,
He summons the two knights, and
These
then
are made out of pure light and evil,
Yeah.
and they will destroy your stupid shield, you
Yeah.
bitch.
and then everyone turns into rotoscoped cartoon people.
well,
Yeah.
but I think
After
he
he
gets the
gets the-
swords
he
first
gets the
because
sword.
I mean Zeus basically almost does the it's dangerous to go alone.
Yeah,
Take
right.
this.
Yeah.
And it's sword of material.
yeah,
Meanwhile-
nice shield, but hey, why don't you use this also?
Meanwhile, by the way, fully powered up Zeus is standing right there.
Oh yeah, he just acts the
Doing-
whole time like
Fucking nothing.
there's nothing I can do here.
Very similar to classical Zeus, who did nothing but fuck.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, it does check out.
hey,
Yeah. Sick
Zeus
burn.
was living the dream.
True.
Yes.
Let everyone else do all the work and just fuck.
Yeah, they've turned into cartoons now.
Yeah.
and at first
Minos
they-
turns into a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
no,
but-
they're like a rotoscope
Oh, right,
neon
right.
Yeah.
fighting thing,
Which
for a
is the
while.
same scene, the same fight scene
Yes.
from before.
They rotoscoped the fight scene from the end of the first movie. And
Yes.
at first we were like, oh, that's what they're doing? They're just reusing that footage? That's fucking garbage. So,
Well, it's like he gets the kill shot from
Yeah.
the first movie, and then all of a sudden he's like, "You think that could kill me? Fucking neon dinosaur, motherfucker!"
I'm a T-Rex now. And
Yeah.
It's like,
So not only did they rotoscope their own film, they basically rotoscoped the classic King Kong
yeah.
T-Rex versus Kong fight
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
because then
for the end of this.
yeah, then Hercules turns into a giant purple, if I recall correctly, ape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big purple King
I
Kong.
believe that's
Yep.
a grape ape.
Grape ape.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he fucks around with the T-Rex for a while, and then the T-Rex turns into a snake,
Yeah.
and
Fucks
eventually,
around with the snake for a while.
and he just punches the snake to death.
Oh, he punches it out into the universe.
Yeah.
And then it explodes into a whole bunch of stars.
Hercules' solution to all his problems is to throw them as far away from himself as he can.
Yes.
And it works.
It worked for that bear.
I mean, it works for middle management.
Yeah.
True.
And it works for Snake Monster Minos guy.
It does.
Yeah. So that's done. Like,
Yeah, he
that
flies
part's-
out into the universe and then has his own Big Bang. And
Yeah.
yes.
But then
But not the
Zeus is,
Zeus, not the Zeus variety.
yeah, no. But then Zeus is like, well, the moon's still gonna collide with the Earth.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do about
Too
it.
bad
I
I
guess.
gave all my superpowers to Hercules. So you got this, Hercules.
Yeah. So Hercules, for some strange reason, gets big,
Oh yeah, he does.
reusing the footage of getting big from the first
He
film.
does the Apache Chief thing, and just, I'm gonna fucking take care of the moon.
And then he just, as the moon and the Earth are about to finally touch, he puts a stop to that by just pushing them both, and then eventually just kind of gently pushes them out of the way and back into their proper place.
Well, he's
Yeah.
smart. He knows exactly how far the moon's supposed to be from the Earth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he knows things.
He does.
He's smart.
He's very smart.
50 years ago today, by the way.
That's when
July
this happened?
16th. No.
Oh.
July 16th.
That's when Hercules defeated the moon.
69.
Yeah.
Apollo 11 launched.
Right.
And the moon was 203,096 miles from the Earth.
That's why we watched this today, was because of the moon.
Yeah.
I may have worn this shirt on purpose.
But yeah, so Hercules has done his job and saved the Earth from the moon. Even though we see footage, like, I don't know what movie this is from, but just catastrophe happening on the Earth as the day is
Yeah.
being
It's
saved.
from another Golden Globus
Sure.
canon movie, I'm sure.
But then Zeus is just like, thanks, Hercules. And also, dead girl, you will now be the muse of the stars. And Hercules, you will also be Stardust. And peace out, bitches.
Urania was the...
She was
He
the
turned her
she
into
was
the-
goddess of mud flaps.
Yes.
And,
the
he
muse
became
of-
the lord of all men's rooms.
Yeah.
Yes. They made her... He made her the muse of
The galaxy.
astrology and astronomy, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Yeah, totally the same thing.
And that's actually canonically correct in the...
Yeah. It's good to have some accuracy in your
Yeah.
Golden Globus movie.
one accuracy.
And accuracy.
Yeah,
but then
it's
the movies
it's
are.
kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of a bummer for Hercules because he's just a prop in this movie.
Yeah.
He's just thrust into the situations like, hey, go do this, and then he gets to act stupid a bunch and punch some weird monsters to death, and then
moon?
like he doesn't get to bone either of the ladies, and instead just turns back into Stardust or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, Dad. Fuck you. No wonder people stop believing in you.
Well, and I mean, so many of the things happen just because, like, they don't know how to advance the thing to move on. So they're just like, the gods have decreed that you win.
Right.
So you have won.
They did a dice roll.
Yeah.
There's one scene where they're traveling around where there are like 4 wipes in less than 15 seconds of
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
and now they're here, and now they're here.
And they continue talking through all of those transitions.
Yeah.
It's- Oh, man.
Yep,
This
it's
is
over.
It's very like, even if we hadn't read that this was pieced together with like bits from the other movie,
Yeah.
you would know immediately watching this movie that it's
Yeah.
pieced together with bits from the previous
Well, I
one.
mean, just the
Well,
15
it's-
miness of recap from the first movie over the credits.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
kind of
I
a
mean, this is the
tip-off.
wake up Ron Burgundy of Hercules movies.
Kind of,
They
yeah.
also used... I this was from the IMDb trivia. I didn't understand this when I was looking at it, but I'm going to look at it again.
yeah, so
It
they were
wasn't-
filming. They were filming this other movie, Seven
Yeah, you
Magnificent
said they
Gladiators.
magnifique... Yeah.
And they basically were filming more scenes for that. And Golden Globus were like, keep going. Just keep filming scenes. And then don't tell Lou Ferrigno.
Keep filming... Like, what...
Think
I
about
guess
that
that's
for a
why he
minute.
looks confused all the time, and why it looks like he's looking at nothing.
I'm pretty sure that happens all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's probably also why the final battle is entirely a cartoon.
yeah. I mean, that is classic. Like, this movie is classic canon
Yeah.
horse shit as far as
Sure.
how, like how you decide to make a movie goes.
Yeah, because think about how many scenes don't involve Lou Ferrigno.
Most of them.
Yeah. So.
Yep. It's a thing.
It is.
Now it's over. And we rate it.
Yep.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
We didn't much care for the first Hercules movie.
We did not.
It's a mess. This movie is also a mess. But there's something about it that's more interesting than the first movie. Even though it is just pure nonsense. I don't know, like the weird like robot Connectix dumb toy things in the first movie were like, you're trying, but that's bullshit.
Well, they were fun because they were stop motion stuff.
Yeah, but they were very cheap.
Yes.
Like they just like they looked like they were cheap ass models and weren't animated very well. And I like that this movie is just basically like, you know what? We're just gonna cover everything with lasers.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're just gonna put lasers over everything, and that'll be better.
I like the lasers.
I do too, and that's why I think this movie is slightly better than the first one. I gave the first one a bag. I'm gonna give this a jocks. I think this is. I think you could skip the first movie entirely. I would say, like, unless you're just a hardcore Sybil Danning fan and have to see the first one, then I get it. But the first movie is completely recapped in the opening credits of this, except for the bear, which really you should see the bear scene.
You should see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is honestly, when this movie ended, I was like, wait, it's over already? It felt like it went by quick, and that's because there's just so much happening. Like every scene is just a 4-minute 3-act play of just like, here's the problem, and now you have special powers, and you've defeated the problem. Here's your prize, and it's just a bunch of little short films about Hercules, 32 short films about Hercules. It's
My Dinner with Hercules.
It's the most insignificant. Who cares really ultimately when it's over? But it's totally fine. So a single jocks from me.
Your statement about it feeling like it was over pretty quick. I would agree because I slept through about 10, 15 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Hey, me too.
Yeah.
Like
We slept through a different 10 to 15
I
minutes of
don't
it.
do that
Oh, you guys.
ever. Like I have not fallen asleep during one of our movies in a long time, but like about the third or fourth like space tripping balls sequence, I was just like, I just felt my eyelids go weak and like, look, I like lasers too, but
You don't have to
there's a quotient on laser punching before I just be like, stop going pew every time you punch something.
Oh, not me. Every punch should have a pew sound.
Yeah,
I actually quite liked that.
sure, but it I don't know.
I'm Laura Dern in The Last Jedi.
I don't know. This movie, it was grating to me for some reason.
Oh, it was great? Okay.
No, grating.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like cheese.
It's pretty cheesy.
Yeah. I don't know. 3 bags. I think that's in line with the first one.
Okay.
I don't know if one's any better than the other. At least the first one has like bear punching. This is this is a mess. And it's not particularly fun to me.
Okay.
I kind of feel the same way. Like, I don't really remember the first Hercules. I feel like if I put them back to back, though, and had to rate them, I would rate this one lower than the first one. But I have seen my rating from the first one, and I don't feel like this one is quite a 4 bags movie. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is kinder and gentler, BJ. But
The real Hercules was the friends we made along the way.
Right. But this was only like a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give or take.
I don't know. I almost feel like I should revise my rating for the first one and give that one 2 bags and this one 3 bags. But I can't do that, so I can't change the past. You can only change the future.
Mm-hmm.
No fate but what we make.
Right. So I'm going to give this one 2 bags. I don't know that you shouldn't see it. Like, I think it comes on a lot of DVDs together, Hercules and Hercules.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of double feature
two-
discs out there.
So if you've already watched that one, go ahead and flip the disc over and watch the other one.
They're probably on the same side.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Eject the disc to get back to the main menu that lets you select the other movie.
right. So, yeah, if you've already watched the first one, go ahead and watch this one. Or if you're a Lou Ferrigno completionist, or if you're a big fan of Italian TV presenter Millie Dang.
Vanilli.
Millie.
Millie Vanilli.
She
Millie
also
Carlucci.
didn't do her own speaking.
Yeah. Millie Carlucci, who plays Uranus.
Nope.
Yes.
Urologist.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's right.
The constellation Urine.
Yeah, I gave the first one 1 jocks,
Mhm.
and I think I'm going to continue that and give this one 1 jocks as well.
Okay.
Though it's a lower 1 jocks than the other one, I think, because there's no bear punching. However, I appreciate a movie where all your problems are solved by either doing drugs or throwing something as far away from yourself as possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. It's just, it's my kind of dumb, cheesy, stupid. However, it just, it feels so cobbled together. Like in little bits and pieces, like if you made one of your supercuts of this movie, you'd be like, man, that's so fucking great.
Oh yeah.
However, the whole thing as it all comes together is like it's barely a recommendation.
Yeah.
But if you were to do drugs and throw things a lot, you might have a lot of fun with this movie.
You
while
could really
watching it.
relate, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If that's you, this movie is.
If you also just occasionally pick one word out of a long explanation of things, like moon,
Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, so we watched the Shout Factory Blu-ray, and this is a rare thing for me to say. There is no reason to get this Blu-ray because most of the film looks so shitty that it's
Yeah.
going to probably look just as good on DVD.
I also do. Oh,
yes.
just a note on the factors of quality. The one scene where he's fighting the ghillie monster.
Oh yeah.
They do this weird like. It's
Oh,
basically
yeah.
like double exposure thing on the
Yes.
film, but it's supposed to look like fog in the swamp. But it just comes and goes depending on what camera angle they're at. So it's just dumb.
Yeah, but
and
some of
looks
the
bad.
camera angles change, but that double footage stays the same.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just looks like
Right.
they double projected by accident.
Yeah,
and then
it's
they
just-
cut to a third shot that doesn't have the
Yeah.
effect
That's
on
what I
it
mean.
at
There's
all.
like a long shot that has no effect on it at all. It's like okay.
Yeah.
It's real weird.
It's pretty bad.
It's a weird looking movie that is. There's not a good looking version of it, at least according to this Blu-ray. So
Oh well.
yeah.
Anyway, let's take a break, shall we?
Okay.
Go punch some bears.
Okay. I got nothing.
What?
I got nothing.
Oh, I do. I have several movies.
I have seen Spider-Man, and I have
Oh, good.
movie. I kind of feel like I really want to go. I kind of feel like I should probably go.
I have
Okay.
one little thing, so I can talk about it.
If you want to go, get out of here.
Hot live stream exclusive content, then.
Oh shit! Here we go. Here it is.
I saw Spider-Man, and I liked it.
Oh, good.
Probably not as much as I liked Far From Home, though.
Far
Definitely.
From
You
Home
mean
is the
Homecoming?
different-
That is you saw
Homecoming, yeah, that's what I...
The Adventures of Yellow Dog.
Yes, something is about to leap out of my body and kill everyone in the room, so...
Saying that John hurt right now.
Yes. I also saw The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot
Oh, this yeah.
Yeah.
How's that?
with Sam Elliott. That was not worth my time at all. It was
Oh.
93 minutes of when is this going to get interesting or good? And it never did. It's a drama about Sam Elliott who killed Hitler and then the Bigfoot.
So they played it like straight face.
Oh yeah, they played
Yeah.
it so fucking straight, and they're like 95 flashbacks.
That's a lot of flashbacks.
That's a lot of flashbacks. I have no idea what that movie is supposed to be about, except for a man killing Hitler and then the Bigfoot. But
What I don't understand is
Boy.
why there's only one Bigfoot.
Because then it'd be Big Feet.
yeah, well,
There's Bigfoots everywhere. What the fuck?
So many Bigfoots.
I could spoil a little bit of it.
No.
There's a plague
Why does he kill the Bigfoot?
because he is asked to kill the Bigfoot by the American and Canadian governments because he is immune to whatever virus that the Bigfoot has been giving to everything.
Oh. Man.
He's one of
So
three
big-
people in the world that is immune.
Big feet give smallpox.
That's not
Yes.
cool, the Bigfoot.
Right. The Bigfoot doesn't. It's not his fault. They have a fight, and a fight between Bigfoot and Sam Elliott is about as entertaining as you'd think it is. And then
I had never really previously thought of it.
Yeah, I have no
Right.
frame of reference.
yeah.
And then, man, it's just real fucking dumb. It tries so hard to like say something, but it's from like a second-year film student trying to say something. I don't know. I do not understand why you would take that name, the man who killed Hitler, and then the Bigfoot, and make such a dull fucking piece of work.
That is a
I don't
bummer,
know.
man.
And waste Sam Elliott. I mean, Sam Elliott is doing his Sam Elliott-ist,
You should not do that.
but
Do not waste Sam Elliott.
but it's a waste of his
Yeah. I don't
presence.
I don't understand why these people get these like high concept things and then they get someone on board to do it and they make garbage. I mean,
I don't even know if this is high concept. Like,
well, I mean like the hobo with the shotgun thing. It's like this it's just not what you want, kind of thing. And it's like they got
Yeah.
Rutger Hauer and he's into it and it's just like, is this serious? Is this a gore fest? It's riding some tightrope that it's not fun on either account.
Well, it also feels kind of like a bait and switch almost.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, hey, check this out. This dude killed Hitler and Bigfoot.
yeah, that's
You're like,
exactly what it is.
wow, this
Like,
is going to be fucking crazy. And
Yeah.
then it's like,
we
this
were
man
about-
is racked with guilt and must
Yes.
atone for his sins. And it's like, nah, fuck off.
I will
You
reiterate-
killed
Only ever-
Hitler. You don't have to
only ever.
atone for shit.
I will reiterate my recommendation of FDR American Badass. That is the brand of dumb that you're
Okay.
looking for.
Well, there was actually an entire scene that was like, "Would I kill? Yeah, I killed him." Because they're like, "We heard a rumor that you killed Hitler," and he's like, "Yep, I did it." And he's like, he goes on this monologue, and it's like Sam Elliott monologuing the fuck out of shit, which is rarely ever bad. But he's like, "All I did was kill a man. There was another one waiting in the wings to take his place. What do you think about that mustache, the hair, the uniform? It was all a costume. Within, the Americans covered it up. The Germans covered it up. Nobody ever knew that the real Hitler actually died. But his ideas lived on. And I'm never killing another thing for some reason. I'm just going to be sad.
Just got to taper it off there. at the end.
Yeah, it was kind of
Well,
like that. It's like,
whatever.
I'm just going to mope around with my dog. Get out of my house.
I'm gonna Netflix and chill
Pretty
by
much.
myself.
And then he's like, well, maybe I should kill the Bigfoot. That's so fucking stupid. Then at the end, he's like, I'm not going to kill the Bigfoot. I'm going to let him die by himself. And then they have to fight, and he has to kill the Bigfoot. And then, God, what a fucking mess. Anyway, I've talked about this way too much. Maybe you can clip this into the actual episode.
I believe I will.
Okay. Thank you for listening. I'm going to go try not to die.
Good luck.
I hope you enjoyed my Sam Elliott impersonation.
It's pretty good.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
You too.
I will.
Watch out for your butthole.
Yes.
Good beer, man. Watch your cornhole.
Are you parked behind me?
Yes.
Would you mind moving your
Say no.
Well, no would be the right answer. Would you mind moving?
I will move my
No
car.
No.
would be the correct answer.
I appreciate you not making me walk.
Ladies and gentlemen, say goodbye to BJ. Also known as Biggest Dicka.
No,
No?
he's in Continentia
Oh, right.
buttocks.
Yeah, sorry. Whatevs.
All right. You guys have fun.
Oh, we will.
We always do.
We have so much
It's
fun.
going to be me talking about things. Nobody else watching anything.
Yep.
Bye, Internet. See you later. I'll be on you later, if you know what I mean.
Oh, shit. Bye.
Bye.
So, Internet. It's just us now.
I'm here too.
Ah! Don't do that.
Sorry.
Scared me.
I mastered the art of standing so perfectly still. And my movements are imperceptible.
Totally see you. Damn it. Dumb.
There's a couple.
We went Marvel Legend shopping.
Should have brought this one in for the episode.
Oh yeah, shit.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Marvel's Hercules.
Marvel's Hercules. With the dumb Thor helmet.
Dumb Thor helmet.
He's got the Thor helmet from
Thor
from
helmet?
Ragnarok.
Give me that.
Okay,
You got no
here you
Thor
go.
helmet.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
It's the thing Thor wore in Ragnarok.
Oh, that was the closest you're going to get to like proper Thor hat.
No.
He put that. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's
What?
not Thor's. That's Hercules'. It's a tiara. It's Hercules' tiara.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a tiara.
Is that 70s Hercules or 80s Hercules?
They're
What?
kind of the same. I mean, Hercules didn't change his look very much throughout the years.
I want to note Burnout Paradise Remastered is $4.99 on Xbox right now. If you
Yeah.
haven't bought it yet, fuck you. Then go buy it
that-
so you can unfuck yourself.
That Red Faction Gorilla Remastered is like $7.
Oh, really?
That is a good price.
I can't remember if I have that yet or not. God, there's so many games. It's
Relevant,
fucking crazy.
relevant also to the movie in the same line as Hercules is Living Laser, which we saw some of those. In
Yeah,
this movie
the whole
too.
movie was about living laser.
I almost made a Living Laser reference, and I was like, that would be lost on most people.
Still should have done it.
Nah.
Got some nerd
No, you
cred.
should've
Yeah, I'd be
done
like, yeah, man, you talk about that Living Laser, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
A question, Chuck.
Okay. All right.
Dead Rising 3.
Yeah.
Why is it never, ever in any of these sales? Ever. Where all the other Dead Risings always in the sale. No matter what the sale is,
Yeah.
Dead Rising
1, 2, and 4 are always on sale.
1, 2, 4
It's also
off
not
the
in Game
record.
Pass, is it?
No, I think
I own the disc, but I'm like, I want everything digital.
Yeah.
Fuck discs forever.
I think it might have been a music thing. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know because it just never shows up ever.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
even
I
if they
think
charged me
it's-
like $20, I'd probably buy it anyway just to have it.
Yeah. I played the shit out of Dead Rising 3. It's so good.
We have a video game podcast this week.
I know. I'm
not going to talk about Dead Rising
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah, we have no reason to talk about Dead Rising. I'm just curious.
It's weird too because that was the exclusive one.
Mm-hmm. That was the launch one.
Yeah. You can still buy it. Maybe they just haven't hit like the amount of money they needed to break even yet.
Wow,
so
really?
I don't know.
Yikes.
I know, right?
Yikes. Yikers.
Yeah. It's $30.
30 still?
Yeah.
Man, they can eat my fuck.
I mean, it is the one with all the DLC.
Yeah, it
things.
does come with all the DLC.
I already have. I bought all
Oh.
the DLC.
All right, well,
I'm not paying them twice.
well, you kind of are.
Hey, one day I will, but
All right.
just less.
About it.
About it. Is it cheaper to buy just the game that's not the Apocalypse Edition, or can you not?
You can't.
You cannot.
Nope.
You cannot.
It's only part of the complete. Weird.
All right, let's do the second half where I talk about some movies. You guys
Okay.
listen and ask questions.
And I will talk about a TV show.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you would think it would be on Game
Heyo.
Pass.
I
because
mean, that's good. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be the only one talking.
I don't,
so.
I don't, I don't
Yeah.
know.
All right. All right, welcome back.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah,
Second half.
second half.
Ow.
BJ skipped out.
Yeah, he might make an appearance,
Yeah,
sort of, through the magic of editing.
sort of.
Yeah, he's got a few things to say about some stuff he saw.
Sure.
I saw some things.
What did you see after
Oh,
BJ
you saw
things?
things.
I saw some things. Nothing super duper new. I mean, well, that's
Nothing super duper new.
I mean, I'm trying to think what's the. I usually lead off with the newest movie, but I'm gonna just mix it up and talk about them kind of in the order I watched them.
All right.
All right.
Still fairly new, but not as new as another one I'm going to talk about. I finally got around to watching Crazy Rich Asians. Wow.
Sure.
That
Easy
was
for you to say.
That was a big movie for a while. People
was.
were talking
Yeah.
about it.
Jen wanted to see that, and I never got around to taking her.
Yeah. It was just we were in a foreign city, and I did not have all my media and things that I normally would have watched, and I was just pulled up ye old HBO on the hotel TV. And I was like, oh yeah, that, because it came up as like recommended thing to watch on HBO, and I was like, oh yeah, I've been to watch that. That is a ridiculously charming movie. Like it is, it's super fluffy. You know, like it never has any super high drama. It's just kind of one of those movies. And I don't say this in a bad way. It's one of those movies where you just kind of have a smile on your face almost the entire movie, and that's not a bad thing, especially in this day and age.
A feel good.
Yeah, I mean there is some drama and things that happen, but it's like it just kind of makes you happy the whole movie. I get why like certain people were going kind of crazy for it, and certain people in it. It feels very much like a live action Disney movie, like if Disney were making live action original stories. But yeah, just because it's like it's got that kind of like fairy tale sort of vibe of like princely like person and sort of commoner, but she's not common at all. You know, it's like a very well educated, doing quite well for herself person. You know, just average person meets like super uber rich person. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, like there's people that I know I've seen them in other things, but like Aquafina is one of the people that like people were going kind of crazy for, and I get it because she's fucking great in that movie, and it's like put her in more things. But yeah, it's a super duper charming movie and looks really good because it's directed by John M. Chu, who did like Step Up 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So it's got some style and coolness going on.
Does that have hand dancing?
They call that tutting,
Yeah.
Chuck.
I don't think there was any
Who
tutting.
calls it that?
Kings.
People who do tutting.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Fine. You don't have to know about it.
Yeah, you were
I'm
just trying to.
telling
He was trying to educate you, and you're like,
Yeah.
I reject your education.
All right.
So, ain't that America?
Yeah, you don't like facts. You only care about feelings.
But yeah, no, you should watch that movie. It's super charming.
Okay.
Speaking of charming and fun and feel good movies,
Yeah.
I also watched Fighting with My Family.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Why?
That's the rock
Why?
one, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to tell you why, because you should watch that movie.
All right.
It's about wrestling.
Yeah, that is another thing. Like, look, I know there are plenty of factual and timeline lapse issues with that movie, but it just ends up being a fun, feel-good sports movie. You know, like underdog type victory type of movie. You know, there are plenty of things that you can be like, I don't know about this because, you know, like produced by WWE, and it's like, yeah, all right, this is weird, and you know, plus outside the ring drama and other things with the characters and people and stuff. It's like there's a line or two. It's like I don't. There's
Right.
There's one particular like kind of fourth wall breaking joke that's great though.
Okay.
There's another one that's like, was that intentional? Because fuck you if it was. Like, but anyway, all in all though, like those little side things aside, you should totally watch this movie.
Okay.
It has people in it I didn't even know were in this movie. Like it's one of those things like. Just know it's the story of Paige and her family from WWE. Don't read anything else about it because you will be pleasantly surprised when things and people show up. I'm just saying, like this movie is more complex than I thought. I would thought it was just a bunch of like unknown. I'm not going to recognize anybody in this movie except for The Rock showing up. You know.
Well, it's
directed by Stephen Merchant.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super charming and fun.
So okay. This is the only thing I want to know.
Okay.
Is The Rock only in that arena scene? Like, is he just like, hey, we're at this arena. Oh, The Rock is here. Hey.
No.
Okay.
He basically he shows up a couple times. The first time he shows up is real fucking good.
Okay.
Like, you know, he's like he is right. He's being both the Dwayne Johnson and The Rock that you want in one scene.
All right.
It's kind of amazing.
I'm for that.
To like, well, just to watch him flip the switch and teach them something. But it's there are moments that like will make you cheer if you are the fuck is the? God damn it! Why did I just forget what do fucking wrestling fans call themselves?
Smark.
So, yeah, if you're a smark, there are things that will make
Smarks.
you. There are things that will make you happy because it's like there are jokes that are smark worthy, and then there are regular jabroni jokes. Like I'm just saying, like there's things like if you just like know nothing about wrestling, you will also think it's funny. But it's like it rides this wonderful line, and it's so much better than it has any right to be. Yeah, it's a good little movie.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay, well
So-
you were just like, why would you watch that, Mister? I've watched
I'm
more garbage than any human should in one life.
That is not true. I don't know. It just something about that movie. I think what bothers me the most about that movie is that title. It just seems like the worst Hallmark Channel nightmare bullshit title. Like no one in any marketing department can come up with a better name than Fighting with My Family.
Yeah, except in the context of the movie, it makes perfect sense.
I guess I don't know.
Okay, I mean, do you know anything about the family? Okay,
yeah.
all right. It works on a couple levels actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, it's fine then.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
At any point in the movie, does someone say, "I'm so tired of fighting with my family"?
No, not exactly like that. The
Damn.
title of the movie may be said, but not like that.
Well, then it's not valid.
Yeah. The title of the movie is, I believe, said at one point in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Then it's a good movie.
Yeah. Look, if
That's
you
all
like,
it takes.
If you like,
if you can say the title of your movie in the movie,
if you
it's
like,
a good movie.
I'm just saying, even though it's a quote unquote fixed, fake, whatever the fuck you want to call it thing, it is a good underdog sports movie.
Movies are fake.
I'm talking about wrestling.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, who cares? Like, if wrestling's real, but who cares? It's a movie. It's scripted.
Oh, okay. You're this is a weird stance you're
Man,
taking on
yeah,
this.
you're really rejecting this movie.
I'm
Chuck.
not. No, I'm not. I'm defending it. Is
What
what
kind
I'm
of a
saying.
smart are
like,
you?
Like if
Chuck?
someone's attack against this movie is wrestling's fake, who cares? The counter argument to that is so is the movie. The movie is scripted, so shut up.
Sure.
I'm arguing against a naysayer.
my
What
point-
is with this heel turn, Chuck?
My point is like people that would like say you can't have an underdog sports movie and have it be about wrestling. It's like, no, that's Rudy and Field of Dreams. These are the things. These are sports movies. Like, no, this is an underdog sports movie as well. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Like, it has all of the tropes of an underdog sports movie and is good.
Good.
So, it's fun and you should watch it.
Fantastic.
All right. I'm kind of moving. I usually like start with like the movies I like most and then like work down, or up. I don't know. I'm moving down. Like this is a movie that was okay. It's worth watching. I think I have almost the exact same feeling as you wrote on your Letterboxd review some years ago. I didn't know this existed, and I just stumbled across it while randomly. I don't know how I found it, but like Sunday night when we had just finished doing a nerd event weekend thing,
I remember.
and it kind of feeling like, oh, it's over. I stumbled upon that Comic-Con documentary from like a while back, like 7 years ago, the Morgan Spurlock thing. He made like this Comic-Con documentary.
What is it called?
You reviewed it on Letterboxd. I think it's like called like Comic-Con Episode 4, A Fan's Hope or something. It's got a weird title.
Oh, I don't remember this at all.
Okay.
but keep talking.
You watched it.
Supersized Comic-Con.
It's just they decided to get like it's like presented by Stan Lee and Joss Whedon. It's Morgan Spurlock's Comic-Con documentary thing.
Comic-Con Episode 4, A Fan's Hope.
There you go.
Okay,
You reviewed it.
I sure did.
What'd you think?
I gave it 3.5 stars.
Yeah. I will say, like, if you're coming at it and you don't know anything about, like, if you've never been to a con before, like, if you don't know, if you've never been to like any sort of like nerd event, this will be a good intro thing.
A primer.
Yeah, like, I mean, you were just, oh, this is fascinating. I had no idea that this kind of crazy shit happened. For people that have, it's like some points of the movie you're like, yeah, get on with it. Like, I know this. I get this. It's a big crowd. It's fucking crazy, and there's assholes who jump the line and all of this dumb stuff. The thing that makes this documentary kind of interesting is, like, they're painting this overall picture of Comic-Con and, you know, having little brief snippets of things with well-known geek personas. But they take 5 or 6 different, like, normal people that are going to go to it and all have kind of, like, their own agenda. And then
Is this the one where there are like comic book dealers who are lamenting that no one is buying comic books anymore?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So like actually I think it's probably more like 7 or 8 because like there's the guy who runs Mile High Comics, which is like one of the oldest like comic wholesaler things. You know, they used to always advertise in the back of comic books, buy back issues here. Like they've been around since like the 1960s. Like how to buy back issues when there weren't comic book stores. So like there's him, and like, you know, like every year it's like, fuck, this might be my last Comic-Con. I don't think I can afford to go. We're not making our money. You know, it's not worth the trouble to cart all this stuff. And I might have to sell like my super uber duper rare comic that I've said I would never part with, kind of thing, just to pay the print, basically.
Right.
So like you've got his story. You've got two potential like guys that are going there like, I have my portfolio and I'm going to be a comic book artist. And then you've got a guy and a girl who met at like the previous year's Comic-Con, and he's secretly going to propose to her at Comic-Con. She doesn't know it, so you're like watching that drama unfold.
Right.
And then you're watching like a cosplay team that is like going to enter the big costume competition. So you've got these like,
Were they the Mass Effect people?
Yeah.
Like one was dressed like a
yeah,
Krogan.
like they did like a you know
okay, I remember this.
like
now.
Jim Henson level like
Yes.
Arduino thing with
Yes.
like this Krogan guy. But it's cool because like you've got all these like little pockets of people that like have their own agenda. Oh, and there's also the toy collector guy. That was the other one. He was like I'm going to get the fucking Sentinel, or you know the
He's running around trying to get the exclusives.
He's trying to get the San Diego like Galactus, you know, exclusive thing
Yeah.
or whatever that they had, and
Yeah.
he's just like fucking whatever it takes, you know, like I will pay double or triple the price if I'm not leaving here without this. So you kind of like you've got these like sprinkling of like kind of telling everyone's sort of agenda for going to Comic-Con, sprinkled in with like just random interviews of like, yeah, I go because I'm a big Kiss fan and I just want to buy Kiss merchandise, and then like someone else is just like, I'm 100% here just for this, you know. It's just like it's all your little pockets and like glimpses at like why people go to this thing. But the interesting underlying thing about this is how commercialized Comic-Con has become, and how it's ultimately no longer about comic books anymore, or barely about comic books.
Right.
So no real pun intended. It's a fast food look at Comic-Con. I mean, you know, Morgan Spurlock, I mean, a lot of people I think fucking hate him for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because he's a successful documentarian. You know, so people just have some resentment. I know he doesn't make anything that's like, oh wow, that really made me think kind of things. But
I think it's because he got famous on the back of a stupid premise of, if you eat nothing but McDonald's for 30 days,
Sure.
you will get fat,
Yeah,
dumbass.
I know.
mean,
so there's that. There's plenty of reasons to hate him. He's a competent enough like archivist of putting together a cohesive story with something that should be utter chaos.
Right.
That's what I will say about this.
Okay.
Is like it weaves a narrative, multiple narratives, and by the end you're like, yeah, okay. But it's interesting because I just kind of randomly decided to pick it, and there was a moment where it was like they kind of had this like, oh shit, it's Sunday, like everything's wrapping up, and it was just weird and poignant at the moment of like, oh
Right.
yeah, this is Sunday of the thing, and now it's over, and you have to wait to do one of these again. So it just kind of hit me like on the right day. So I kind of maybe enjoyed it more, just given the situation. But it's an interesting little thing to watch. I believe it's on Amazon Prime. If you have it, I think it's how I watched it.
according to this, yes, it is on Amazon
So,
Prime.
yeah, there are worse ways you can spend your time. And, you know, R.I.P. Stan Lee. You know, get some Prime Stan Lee in this. I just love how he interacts with fans. It's always such a joy to watch, like him kind of, you know, like being the Stan Lee character walking around, like just like walking through the halls with his entourage, you know, protecting frail little Stan Lee, and they're just like, "You're the man, Stan." He's like, "I know."
Yep.
He's like, "You're my favorite, Stan." He's like, "You have good taste," you know, and just like right up, just
Yep.
quip after quip. It's so goddamn good.
Happened to me like twice at MegaCon where he was coming one direction and I was walking the other, and people were shouting at him those same types of things, and he just one after another just like, "You damn right, I'm Stan Lee," you know.
Yes, I am the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's charming in that regard. So
Yeah.
I mean, because it's also weird because it paints that like, yeah, wow, this has just become like where Hollywood dumps their shit and goes like, you know, and we gobble up the little morsels. But you know, if you've turned on Kevin Smith, you're probably not going to like a lot of this because he's unfortunate. I mean, he's a big factor in it, both in terms of like someone that they interview a few times, you know, both as a previous attendee, now, you know, well sought after nerd property, plus like he kind of plays a big part in one of the little mini dramas with the real people kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, it's cute and it's charming, and
I hope those Massplat cosplayers got a job somewhere because
They said they did.
that costume was fucking amazing.
well, at the end of it, and I mean, take this with a grain of salt because it's been what I think that came out in 2012.
Yeah.
They're like they have been hired to consult on the upcoming Mass Effect movie, and it's like, well, that's probably never happening.
I hope
now.
you got paid up front.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't a pay-for-play deal.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a fun little movie, and you should probably watch it. I have two.
Apparently, I concur.
Yeah, I have two that I could have quick thoughts on that I rewatched. But why don't you talk about something you watched, Mackie, just to break up me being monotonous?
Okay. This is a TV show.
Uh-huh.
You mentioned things that are better than they have any right to be.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly is better than it has any fucking right to be.
It
is an extreme mini golf show. On ABC.
Oh, yeah, it's that thing. Okay, it's like the
hosted.
Is it like a competition, or is it like okay?
It's kind of like if you mixed mini golf with like most extreme elimination challenge, with like the commentary that you would get on Dodgeball or Best in Show, that sort of thing. Like where
it's like that show John Henson hosts.
Yeah. Where it's like actively, one of the people is actively trying to do funny stuff, which is Rob Riggle, who I usually don't like, but they've paired him with Joe Tessitore, who is a fucking amazing straight man.
Yeah.
For all of the commentary. Like he is by far the best part of the show because
like the guy that does all the cartoon voices, or is somebody else?
No, like Monday Night Football.
Okay.
Guy.
Tessitore is
yeah.
Okay. It was like the guy who's like literally everything, like dog noise, Fred Tessitore. No,
and this is one that Jen was like, I just want to watch this. It was on Hulu and it popped up on like our recommended or whatever, and she's like, we're gonna watch this. I was like, fine, what the fuck ever. But ended up like absolutely loving it because it skirts that line just enough with it pairs it's figured out that balance between like really dramatic sports narration while people are doing fucking mini golf in wearing stupid pants and just that sort of stuff. And and having Joe Tessitore do that stuff, and they also know when to show him breaking. Like when something just gets him too good and he has to start laughing at it, they don't like cut away. They'll actually show him laughing at it, and it's one of those shows that you absolutely think this is not going to be good at all, but it's actually really funny. Though it hurts me to like Stephen Curry's sections are fucking atrocious. And those are like the most scripted stuff.
Yeah.
And and he's just like reading off a teleprompter and it's terrible. Everything else about that show is fucking great.
I tell you, the summer slate of shows now is so weird. Like just all of the game show bullshit that everyone has latched on to.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a commercial for this and thought that might be all right, and then promptly forgot about it. But
yeah, but it's people like basically that like it's not really a mini golf course. It's almost like a fucking obstacle course.
Right.
So
yeah, it's utter bullshit.
Yeah, it's complete bullshit. Like there's no skill to any of it really.
No.
None of the mini golf holes are actually that hard, but that's not why you're there.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's what you think mini golf is or was supposed to be. Movies led you to believe that it was all ridiculous, like shoot the ball into the castle and a dragon's mouth opens.
Yeah, I mean, like they have one where they have giant windmills, like like human-sized windmills.
Yeah.
And man, this one lady just gets fucking jacked by it because you have to like they're supposed to run through the middle of it to get to where their ball is.
Yeah.
And this one lady just like the worst timing on earth. And we're like, oh, that doesn't look like it's going that fast. Oh my god, that woman is crippled.
Okay.
So it's got that along with some really great.
And you say this is on Hulu, like a season or something, or more than it?
There's only been like 3 episodes.
Oh, okay.
But Hulu is beautiful, at least the version we have, because no commercials whatsoever.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not fucking around. And also, Anthony Jeselnik's special is really funny on Netflix. So, among the most offensive things you'll ever watch.
Oh yeah,
and it's fucking great.
I think I watched that. I've seen most of his stuff. I don't know if I've seen this latest one, but yeah.
And the thing is, like with him, like you expect a joke, like you begin to predict where the joke is going because you're used to him, and then he still finds a way to be like, nope, nope, you had no idea where this was going.
Yeah, I think I watched that. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I've watched almost all Netflix.
Yeah, it's
comedy
one where the
specials.
final joke is a story about taking his best friend to the abortion clinic.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did see that one. Yep.
Yep. I also like his rationale for the only good religion as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen
a
this
special worth watching.
Yep.
Trust me.
one. I mean, not if you're easily offended. 'Cause
Yeah, if you're easily offended, like
Why are you listening
feel-
to this show?
Yeah,
I feel
don't
bad
know.
for you. Like I honestly, I just feel bad for you. But anyway,
That too.
I have zero segue, but like I said, I just want to talk about two movies I sort of rewatched that I had not seen in a long time. Again, just through the magic of HBO and just like, oh, this. I think I'll watch this. Also, the built-in app for HBO Go was so fucking slow. You'll notice I didn't get very far in the letters. Like it was like,
Yeah.
I just was kind of like, oh god, this thing is ridiculously slow to scroll through it. So, quickly, I'll just talk about it sort of in the reverse order that I like one less and a little bit more. So I will talk about I rewatched The Lady Killers, the kind of forgotten Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah.
That movie gets a lot of shit, but I still really like that dumb movie. Like have either of you actually seen it? I know Chuck said he missed it.
I have
seen
not. I know it gets shit because it's Coen Brothers,
Right.
and it's kind of like one of those "you're better than this."
Well, because
type
it's a
things.
Coen Brothers remake.
Yeah, it's a remake, but
and
like,
it's like, why?
but they go in some directions with it that the original definitely did not do. I'm just saying, like they do some funny shit with it, and like unlike something like Intolerable Cruelty, it's still there is Coen Brothers all over this movie, like the way it's shot, the music, everything. Like, I mean, it's Roger Deakins, it's all the things. It's like it looks and feels like a Coen Brothers movie. I just think it's like, they threw a Wayans brother in there, so I think people are like, ugh, why is a scary movie? Fuck this. So I feel like there's just like a lot of things where they're like, why is Tom Hanks being weird? Why is this not this movie? But Tom Hanks, J.K. Simmons are just doing great things. The old lady Irma P. Hall in it is amazing. I fucking love that. Like, she goes in to see the town sheriff, who's George Wallace, who's also an awesome guy, and she's just one of those like
The stand-up comedian George Wallace.
Yes, thank you. Not the KKK George Wallace. Very much a big difference. Thank you. Chuck.
Just wanted to point
Yeah.
that out.
It's a good thing to point out.
Yeah, thank you, Chuck, for clarifying that. One's an actor, would be in that movie. The other one is dead, thankfully, I believe. So, yeah.
Just protecting you. Man.
But yes. But she just comes in, it's just like it's a boy who cried wolf situation, because she's just always like shuffling into the sheriff's office and complaining about some nonsense to the point they're just like, yeah, whatever. But the first time you see her in the movie do it, she complains because somebody went to like Tupelo and bought a boombox and is now listening to hippie hop music. But just the way she, like, of all the songs, like, she picks like one of the least offensive hip hop songs of all time that she's so offended by. But she just keeps looking at the sheriff and goes, "Left my wallet in El Segundo." What is that? Like, it's just the way she says it, and she says it multiple times. It's so fucking good. I mean, it's like they say prophylactic. That's about the most offensive thing, I think, in that entire song. Yeah, or Jimmy had or whatever. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's just. I think it's a delightful, dumb little movie, and I don't know why people shit on it. So, but yeah, but and the other one is another one that people like to shit on a lot, and I was like, man, I wonder if like times have changed and I've changed my mind on it. Nope, it still has some issues, but I loved it, and I rewatched The Beach, the Danny Boyle, Leonardo DiCaprio that movie that came out around the time when everyone was like, fuck Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, just
Wasn't that the next movie he did after
Titanic?
Titanic?
I feel
he
like
waited like 4 years, but
I feel like somewhere because I want to say it was like right around 2000, like that movie, or 99, 2000.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was just there was that moment where people are like, "Oh shit, he's so good. Look at like I actually thought he was mentally handicapped in Gilbert Grape, and oh my god, Basketball Diaries and everything. Like, holy shit, he actually is good. He's gonna be good." And then like Titanic comes out and everyone's just like, "Fuck whatever you do next." And it's just. Everyone has that arc, like where just people are like, "Fuck you!" Like Keanu, we talked about it last week. Keanu Reeves became that guy for a while. Where it's like, "Fuck everything you do," and it's like, no, he's actually good, and we're back around to liking him. Now I'll say, look, just because like if you look back with your grown up self and you look at something like Fight Club, just because like everything about it morally is wrong does not make it a bad movie. So there's a difference between like disagreeing with the subject matter and it being a bad movie. There's two completely different things, and
Yeah.
I think The Beach is a fantastic movie. The kind of the point of the movie is sort of I point it out because The Beach and Fight Club are very similar. Like these people have just basically said fuck the world. We're not going to play by the world's rules. So like when you're a responsible adult in this world, you kind of go, well, fuck you. like why don't you do your part? Like you can't just go be fucking beach bums living in some secret island, you know? So like there's that whole kind of mentality of like that like Easy Rider-esque like I don't need responsibility. I'm going to go live a real life, and like and your younger self is like, yeah, man, I'm going to do that too. And then like realistic you is like, no, that's fucking horrible. That's called being homeless. You know, so there's plenty of that to be had in this movie, but I still just like, I mean, I adore Danny Boyle, and I think he's like only gotten better with time, but like this movie has some very interesting things going on in it. So yeah, I still think that movie's definitely worth watching. Like I said, you know, if you've become a cynical, bitter old man like me, I mostly am, but I can still look back and go like, that's still a good movie. Fuck the people, generally speaking, but like,
Yeah.
you know, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like it rises the line a little bit better than Fight Club does, where you're just like, just no, like this is all wrong. This is so nihilistic, it's stupid. You know? But like I said, I feel like
Fight Club gets by on its style.
exactly
A lot of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the filmmaking on display there is top notch.
So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's worth reevaluating. I still like the movie.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Good.
Is that it?
That's it.
So you haven't seen anything, Chuck?
Nothing we're talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I was on vacation.
Yeah. And did you begin your prep for 31 Days of Horror?
I did.
I watched a live stream in the car.
Yeah.
And it went,
Yeah.
A live stream from my car, going 70 miles an hour
Yeah.
down the road.
White guy with a beard and sunglasses in a car doing a YouTube video.
Yep.
Never seen one of those, Chuck.
Nope. Brand new.
Trying something new. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, want to let people know about stuff.
So you're moving back to October this
Hell
year.
yeah, I am.
You sound so excited.
Thought maybe everyone else would join
Yeah,
in
it's
on
like-
that celebration, but I guess not.
No, we just already knew. We
Yeah.
weren't going to feign excitement. So.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We watched the videos. So.
Yeah. Yeah. October.
The final year.
Right. This is it.
The final year for the last time again.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least this time I'm announcing it ahead of time.
Yeah. Reunion tour next year.
Right. Yes. I'll get the band back together the year after. So,
And then the final tour the following year.
right, and then the reboot.
And then the final reunion year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's retiring like the Rolling Stones in
Yeah.
1972.
Oh yeah. I'm done. So, yep, that's happening.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
So,
All right. Yeah.
if you want to contribute to our second half, go to BMFcast.com. You can email us at BMF@BMFcast.com. You can call us 910-5JOCKS-BMF. 910-556-9263. That's the Garfield phone. Your voice will blast out over the internet to everyone.
Oh yeah.
Everyone that bothers to download our show or stream it or whatever people do these days.
Yeah. However.
Yeah.
We
that
should get on
happens.
Spotify.
We probably should.
I see some bullshit people that aren't even like half of what we are, and they have Spotify, so it can't be that hard, right?
It's not actually.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Look
Yeah.
for us on Spotify at some point in the indeterminate future.
Yeah. We'll tell you when we're on Spotify.
Yeah, sure. But
Yeah.
otherwise, go to patreon.com/BMFcast. If you really extra awesome like what we do, you can get extra stuff like BMFcast Extra, extra early,
It's super early.
along with Let's Slays and Doctor Who You. Other
Yes.
stuff. Varying levels of good stuff.
Correct.
Yeah. It's cheap. I feel like we give people a lot for what they pay.
I think we do.
Yeah.
You know?
We're cheap.
I mean, especially considering most people's dollar level is just like thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for the dollar. Thanks. We actually give you a bunch of shit for your dollar.
Yeah. You
Most-
get the bonus BS episodes.
no.
Like they're not promised, but they show up.
Yeah, every once in a while we have some good BS.
Yeah. And even me, I listen to them. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys BS'd about that. Oh, cool.
Yeah, busy BSing.
Yeah.
One of these
That is
days,
the-
maybe we'll go back to like doing something in the car. We always had dumb conversations in the car we enjoyed. But
Yeah.
now we're never in the car together, so it's like,
Yeah, we also had trouble recording it.
yeah.
Maybe we can
This-
live stream from the car.
Ooh.
Oh God. Yes, we could.
Ooh.
Patreon exclusive type thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here we are going to Arby's.
Arby's.
Yeah.
That's how hungry we were.
Yeah.
Arby's.
Yeah, all those things.
Yep.
Check us out there.
One quick thing.
Sure.
If you around the day this posts, which we always post on a Friday, if you click on the button on BMFcast.com and go over to our eBay page, there should be a new batch of auctions up
Oh, cool.
for you to bid on. I'm going to put a bunch of stuff up this week, so they will be running by the time you hear this. Just stuff from the library, stuff we've either watched or screened or ended up with an extra copy of or whatever, and all that goes to charity. So we're not looking to make any money.
I mean, we're looking for you to bid some money because it's
Yeah.
going to go to a charity.
Yeah.
We just aren't going to keep it.
No, yeah,
So,
this
jack,
is
jack the price up. 'Cause,
Yeah.
It's for the kids.
right for the kids. It's
You know,
100%.
for kids.
Yeah, like the fee is covered, and then the rest goes entirely to the charity. We are taking zero money from any of these auctions.
Which charity is it?
It is the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Okay.
Don't.
No, that's a good
what?
one.
Yeah.
It's a good charity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Buy maybe like an exploitation
Kids.
DVD, and help exploited children. Or
Yes.
Something.
Yes. Instead of exploiting that child,
Exploit
buy an exploitation
eBay and-
DVD.
yes. Something like that.
Yeah. Children probably worked to make that DVD, but we got to give it back somehow.
Hey, no, robots made it. Come
Oh,
on.
Yeah, robot children.
Yes.
Nobody makes DVDs anymore.
Yeah, I believe the robots
Nobody
are our
makes
future.
kids anymore.
No, unfortunately.
No, not on. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're off.
Oh.
We're off topic.
Yeah, no, and all speaking of being off, we will not be here next week with this episode, or with this episode, with this show. We're taking a break.
Yeah,
Is what we're saying.
but if you care about video games,
Uh-huh.
noquarters.net.
Yeah. I'm saying there will not be a BMFcast next week. I broken Chuck with my stupid round circular logic.
Dude, you will not hear this episode next week.
No, we are deleting. We're deleting this episode as soon as we finish it. Goodbye.
That's that's not our worst idea.
Yeah.
That's not the worst idea we've had.
BMFcast is now ephemeral.
Yeah, we're putting out our show on DivX discs.
Oh man, self-destructing.
Put it in. You've got 7 days. It's
God.
it's the ring.
I still
Yeah,
can't believe.
add us to your web ring. and-
I still can't believe that was a thing.
Yeah, it's
that
insane.
someone thought would work.
Yeah, they
A
sold them.
self-destructing disc.
They sold them next
Well,
to discs
they
that
did
lasted.
they did not destruct. I mean, it's not like
They
fucking
just
Mission
stopped
Impossible.
working.
They
No.
oxidized, and then the player couldn't read the disc anymore.
No, that is not true. That is no. They had there was a modem in the DivX player that would dial it and say, "Okay, I've activated this for 48 hours. You could pay to make the disc forever, turn it into a real DVD." The problem is most DivX discs were pan and scan. They were like VHS rentals. But you could unlock a DivX disc to play forever. They did
I still wish I had.
They
a
did not
DivX
fucking
disc.
Peter Graves smoke when you finish playing.
Okay,
them.
then I'm
Man.
confusing it with something else because there was legit a time where there was a disc that came out that was like hermetically sealed, and you had 7 days.
That wasn't DivX.
Okay, I don't remember.
I think
what
that might be like those video CDs or maybe the rental version of that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is Circuit City came out with DivX, and I'm glad they're dead. I said good day.
I say good day.
I know this because my first DVD player had the DivX capability. And they were
Oh,
like,
yeah, mine
they were
did
like,
too.
take 5 free discs. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, do you still have them?
No, I don't think, because I never unlocked them. I was like,
I want a DivX disc.
oh, well, maybe it's in a box somewhere.
Okay.
Get my DivX copy of Velvet Goldmine or
Ooh.
Ants.
Flex Play is the thing I'm thinking of.
Flex Play.
Flex
Play.
Play.
Mad Flex. That's
From the makers of
that's
Flex
a weird, That's a
Seal?
weird flex. There,
It was
Chuck.
shipped in a vacuum seal package. There was a clear dye inside the disc that contained the bonding resin of the disc, which reacts to oxygen. And after 48 hours, it would render the disc unplayable after you opened it.
What if you just like were like a bubble boy and you had a player in your
If
bubble?
you were also hermetically sealed,
Yeah.
then you're probably
Yeah.
fine.
Jake Gyllenhaal's watching all
Yes.
them Divx movies.
Reminder, Bubble Boy is great, and you should watch Bubble Boy. We should watch Bubble Boy.
Sure. All right. well, let's get
I
out
love
of here.
how much you've broken Harlow, where he's just like, yeah,
Okay.
sure,
Yeah,
whatever.
I literally will watch anything now, thanks to Chuck.
Yes!
Yeah.
There were limits before.
Yeah,
and
no,
now,
it's-
like
you've broken me down to your level. So let's go watch some of those shitty movies and get out of here, shall we?
Okay.
I'm Harlow.
I'm Mackie.
I'm Chuck, and this is BMFcast Out.
Yeah.
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 Did I say yeah?
Did I say get out of here?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I need to see how. These are the Jake Gyllenhaal movies I've seen.
Okay.
Okay.
City Slickers.
Wait, what? Using City Slicker?
Yeah, it was like their child.
Okay, then I saw that. Yeah.
Still scrolling.
Okay.
Wow.
Never saw Donnie Darko?
Still scrolling.
All right.
Source Code.
Oh, I saw Source.
Holy shit.
Wow, but that's like the next thing after City Slickers?
That I've seen.
Yeah. Holy shit.
You should see Bubble Boy.
Inside Amy Schumer.
Are we going to have to start a Jake Gyllenhaal podcast?
That's all I've seen. I've seen 2 Jake Gyllenhaal movies.
All right.
City Slickers and Source Code.
I'm
City
gonna have-
Slickers, Donnie Darko, Bubble Boy.
And I don't think I'm going to get to see Far From Home.
Day After
because
Tomorrow.
for some reason, Jen has no desire to see it in the theater. And
Brokeback Mountain, Jarhead, Zodiac. You never saw Zodiac? Zodiac's good.
I own it, and I still haven't watched it.
Saw
Because isn't
Source
it like
Code.
almost 3 hours?
It's pretty long.
Yeah. Like, your movie cracks 2 hours. I'm like, man, I really got to set aside some time to watch you. And
Yeah, this is where I haven't seen all the things I should have seen. Oh, I saw Life. That's right. I forgot about that. Far From Home. Yeah. I haven't seen like all the good ones like Nightcrawler or Prisoners or
All right.
End of Watch.
My turn.
Okay. Yeah, all of them.
No. City Slickers, Donnie Darko, October Sky, Bubble Boy, Day After Tomorrow,
What's the good girl?
Zodiac,
Oh, there's a lot.
Nightcrawler.
mm-hmm.
7. I've seen 7 Jake Gyllenhaal.
So he wasn't in 7.
No, I didn't. I've seen 7.
I've seen that.
Prisoners 8. Okay, so I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Jake Gyllenhaal movie that was in the box.
Man, Prisoners is dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's dark. We should watch that Prince of Persia movie.
Okay. Well, seriously, at this point, you say something, I'll be like, "Yeah, all right."
I know it's 2
I'll watch
hours,
it.
so it's an extra movie.
It's got Ben Kingsley. in it.
Yeah, he's right there on the poster. Look at him.
Oi, I'm Ben Kingsley.
Hey, that guy,
Uncanny. Oi, I'm Ben Kingsley.
yeah, that guy was in Species.
Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
He was.
He was in Species.
Yeah.
I've seen that
Species
movie.
had a strange cast. Forrest Whitaker's in that.
Hang on. I'm looking up which Ben Kingsley movies I've seen.
Really?
Well, don't forget
I mean,
Security.
Jesus, this could take a long time because that motherfucker's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah, but they're all trash.
Ben Kingsley?
Yeah.
Ben Kingsley likes money. All
I'm
right?
sorry. Excuse me. What?
In the last 10 years, Ben Kingsley's been like
Listen.
since Muppets from Space, he's done nothing but trash.
He's got a lot of boats to pay for.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm going way back. Oh, man.
I don't even know you.
Also, it's
people.
Ben Kingsley.
Is it?
I don't know. It's Larry Sanders.
A lot of TV movies at the start.
Ew.
Get that fuck out of here.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
We're gonna see him in Dragonheart 3 pretty soon.
You son of a bitch.
God, we're not going forward with that, are we?
Yes, if the fans demand it.
But the.
Nope,
I thought I said if the first one sucks, they're not going to get any better.
they're gonna get better.
You sure?
Sexy Beast is amazing.
Never saw it.
Oh,
Fuck you.
he's in Sneakers.
Sneakers is
Sorry.
good.
And that's-
okay.
I'm sorry. That's my inadvertent reaction to everyone who says I haven't seen Sexy Beast. I haven't seen it. Fuck you.
Damn.
So I've seen Sneakers. I've seen Dave.
Oh yeah, Dave.
I've seen Schindler's List.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a real party movie. He followed that up with Species.
Oh, you follow that with Death and the Maiden, another
Yeah.
fucking party movie.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
Species.
Species.
Mm-hmm.
Species is. I don't know if Species is good. All I remember in high school is my friend said, "Hey man, it's like Alien with tit," and I was like, "Sold. Let's go fucking watch Species."
He's not wrong.
He is not wrong. You know what? He sold me properly on that movie.
That lady's naked a lot,
Yeah.
and she likes to fuck.
Yeah. Apparently, he's a voice in AI, artificial intelligence,
Yep.
which I have seen.
Have you not seen Sexy Beast either?
I have not.
I swear to God, I don't know you people.
It's fine.
You know me.
It's fine. Have not seen Blood Rain. He's in that, though.
We should watch Blood Rain. We should watch Prince of Persia and Blood Rain, and that will solve both our problems. I just bought Blood Rain. I did, yeah. I bought Blood Rain.
I want you to watch Sexy Beast, and then you will eat your words so hard about anything bad that
Hey.
he could ever do.
He's in The Love Guru.
Oh.
Oh, I've seen Shutter Island. Yeah, you're right. Prince of Persia.
Oh, Shutter Island is one of those 100 movies you should see before you die.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. 100 movies that were on cable whenever this person made that list. Yeah, Prince of Persia Sands of Time. That's Yep. Two birds, one stone, etc.
Yeah.
What else?
Fable 3.
Oh, he's in Iron Man 3. Yeah, I've seen plenty of Ben Kingsley movies.
Yeah.
You should also both watch Hugo, which I'm pretty sure neither of you did. It's another really good movie.
I
that
didn't
Jim
see
missed.
Hugo.
What's that one about?
Being good.
Oh, we could watch Life. That ticks 2 boxes as well.
Yeah. See like a package deal with Jake every so often.
I'm sure if I look in the
I've seen Life.
in the IMDb trivia, it will mention that they worked together on those 2 movies.
We almost watched Robot Overlords.
Yeah, he's in that.
Yeah. It's him and Gillian Anderson.
I like Gillian Anderson. She's real good.
She's Scully.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
they're
like
making a
Scully.
Sexy Beast TV series?
Maybe, sure.
Go on. I'd watch that.
Yeah. So I've seen 7 Ben Kingsley movies, way more than Jake Gyllenhaal, which makes him mathematically a better actor.
Yep.
Also, what
Math.
was that other one that has a really terrible
You've seen
title?
Security. That's 8.
God damn it! What's it? It's
I was
got
not
a
here for
terrible
Security.
title, but it's a really fucking good movie.
What?
That's the one with Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
Right?
That's great.
I have not seen it.
You should watch
I was
that.
not here.
Oh, you should
You
watch
guys
it.
pick good movies when I'm gone.
That's literally no way to know that.
The whackness. Like, it's a terrible title, but that movie is fucking awesome.
All right.
All right, whatever. You don't like good movies. It's cool.
Oh, he was in Exodus, Gods and Kings. Lee. Oh, it also has Joel Edgerton.
How about you? Neither of you motherfuckers ever watched Gandhi either, have you?
I saw Gandhi when I was a kid
Okay.
because I wanted to know what movie was better than E.T., and it was not. There were no aliens in it at
Yeah.
all.
I cried during E.T. Gandhi? Nothing. Felt nothing.
Just a guy in the desert. Boring.
Yeah.
E.T. had aliens.
Both you sound like that guy's brother now. Like, it's just boring.
I
I won't
was-
watch any movies
I
that
was
were
7.
in color.
Was it the Thunderbirds movie? Like, what are you doing, Ben Kingsley?
Man likes to work. Okay.
I know.
Was
The
it-
guy has boats to
Wasn't
pay
he in one of the
for.
Dungeons and Dragons movies too? I think he was in like the second one. 'Cause
Maybe.
I think like Jeremy Irons was in the first one or somebody
Wait,
that was like,
wait, hold on.
huh?
Okay, so the Thunderbirds movie is directed by Jonathan Frakes.
Mm-hmm.
Has Bill Paxton and Ben Kingsley?
Yes.
What? How do
Wait,
I
which
not?
movie?
Thunderbirds
Oh.
There go.
and Sophia Myles. What the shit?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Edwards. What on earth? What is this?
What is this? This is all the things you didn't see when you were busy watching Bikini Car Wash 14.
He's got a point.
Yeah, this is me doing you.
No.
There's no good movies.
I've never said that. I don't think Thunderbirds is going to be a good movie, but what the shit?
You never know.
You never know.
It could be fine.
Could
be
be.
pretty good. I would, if you got back and said before I saw it, like, do you think Josie and the Pussycats is going to be a good movie? I'd be like, fuck you.
I understand.
Yeah. And then like I watch it, I'm like, well, I was wrong.
I understand.
So very, very, very wrong.
This is why I watch things.
Yeah. I even believe the 2 Scooby-Doo movies have their own little weird merits.
All right.
I'm not saying they're good as a whole, but there are things in them that are kind of good.
He's in a movie called Spooky House. Spooky House. Oh dear.
What?
Oh dear, what?
What?
Is this like Max Magician with Ben Kingsley?
Fucking look at him.
I'd watch it.
He's got like a painted on mustache.
I'd watch
Wait,
it.
which movie is this?
Spooky House.
Spooky House. I gotta look up Spooky House.
I'd watch it.
Just so I can see this picture.
I will tell you right now, I will
Spooky
watch.
House.
I am at the level like I will watch any movie that Ben Kingsley's in.
Okay.
That's
Deal.
He is that level for me.
Oh yeah, look at him.
Y'all tripping on Ben Kingsley. You don't even know.
I'm not besmirching Ben Kingsley. I'm just saying he works a lot and most of it is crap. Like Spooky House.
Nah, that movie's probably.
I would like
pretty
to
good.
meet his agent.
I don't think he has one. I think that's the problem. I think just scripts land at his door.
You don't know how spooky. You don't know about Spooky House. It might be a good.
It's
movie.
from the director of Galaxina.
And Van Nuys Boulevard.
Van Nuys.
Van Nuys.
Yeah. So eat a dick. That movie's good.
Yeah. Van Nuys.
Sight unseen. That movie's good. Spooky House. 2019. Best Picture. When did it come
Van
out?
Nuys.
1992.
2002.
2002. Best Picture. Spooky House.
Fucking director.
Van Nuys.
All right, here's my latest. I got a movie called Spooky House. And I got fucking Gandhi in it.
Yeah. We need to fucking watch that immediately.
It's an hour and 46 minutes.
Perfectly.
So close.
I meant us. Extra. We'll just do
I
it.
know we're having Ben Kingsley's
Yeah.
summer.
We'll be the big Kingsley men.
Ben Kingsley Timber.
But have you seen the Kingsman trailer yet?
Yeah.
It's good. That movie looks good.
Yeah. I would have watched it without the
I
trailer.
had no
too.
idea they were making a prequel movie.
Neither did I, but I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I have not watched the trailer. I still need to see the second one, which I know is like, whatever.
It has moments. That's for.
I need to
goddamn sure.
rewatch the
It
first
does.
one because the first one, all I keep remembering is the Freebird scene
Mhm.
because I've seen that like 150 times.
Yeah, that's a good scene to
I mean,
rewatch.
Matthew Vaughn's another of those people. I'm just like, whatever you make, I'll watch it.
So is he making the prequel as well?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So he's really committed to this universe.
Well, I mean, I think, and I also think Mark Miller helped write this one too.
Mhm.
Like, I think he's been a part of all three of them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's a real good trailer. Like, even if it had not been a Kingsman movie, I would have been like, I should see that.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Also, Layer Cake. Please tell me you both have watched that.
Lay 4
Nope.
Cake. Haven't seen it.
Watch
Nope.
Layer Cake. Watch Layer Cake and Sexy Beast. That's a really good combo.
As of right now, those two movies are exactly the same thing to me.
Okay.
Unwatched.
Yeah. I'm saying that's a really good pairing of two movies.
Okay.
They fit together very
Oh.
well.
All right. Sure. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I made the No Quarters Google Doc.
Hey, outstanding.
It has been shared with the same people.
Hey, also outstanding.
All right, we're gonna end this live stream here.
What? People
Well-
want to hear more of our confessions.
No.
They don't?
For years, I've been recommending
That can-
movies, and it's just been like
This will be a
right
fun
through
bonus.
years.
What? I watch all your recommendations.
No, you haven't.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
You
You
just now
absolutely
you just now recommended Sexy Beast.
No. I've been saying "Sexy Beast" for years, and also
Yes.
the whackness. When I first saw that, I was
Yes.
like, "Holy shit, guys! This movie, it's
There's
a terrible
a BMFcast
title."
episode he talked about it.
Yeah, I know I mentioned "Sexy Beast" when I mentioned "Under the Skin" is the same director.
I don't know what that is either.
The Scarlett Johansson Naked a Lot movie.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, so it's like Alien with tit.
it is. Well, she is an alien, and there is tits.
Tits.
That's a weird movie. So "Sexy Beast" is accessible. That's fucking weird art. I mean, I still haven't decided if I like it or not.
Yeah. I still haven't seen Under the Skin because I obviously couldn't watch it at my old job.
Sure.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Well, I could. I just wouldn't have that job anymore.
Yeah. I mean, like "Sexy Beast" is an easy, like, oh yeah, that is an easy recommend. It gets a little weird from time to time, but "Under the Skin" is like, I don't know what's you're trying to say here.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.